Hello, everyone, and peace of Christ. All of you, please invite your friends and let us have some good time and useful time together. Education, in certain time in the history of a human being was a luxury. Only few people they can afford education to learn how to read, how to write, to go to school. It's a luxury. And actually, until now, in many places, there's many children cannot afford to go to school. But today we have the internet, which is making things a lot easier. And today we are going to do as usual, study together. And in the same time, I will open my Skype soon. If any Muslim would like to call us to prove us wrong, please feel free. We have a person, the Muslims, his name is Sabeel Ahmed. Sabeel Ahmed. This guy, there is a verse in the Bible remind me of him. And if you are from this county or city, which is in Morton, Grove, Illinois, you have to be careful about how this guy trying to manipulate your kids. And when you send your kids to the mosque of the Muhammadan there, go and check out how many kids who've been in mosque before, who thought this is a religion of peace, and then they end recruiting them into Taliban, Al-Qaeda, etc. In the beginning, Muslims always they try to present Islam as a sellout, as a cars dealer. This car is so beautiful, it's so good, will live forever with you, it's good, buy it. And then if you say to him, no, I like that car, I think, and then suddenly he switch all his statement he said before a second ago about this is the best car to the second car which you were not told about yet. Suddenly this car, because now you like it, maybe you will buy it, maybe. So, oh, this is the best car, this car, is a Muslim man. He is a car salesman. But the Bible speaks about those who try to deceive your children. Those who try to deceive you, there's many verses in the Bible about them. And one of the verses speak, or few of them, about those who come to you in a sheep clothing, but in fact they are wolves. If you go to Matthew chapter 7, verse number 15. And here this is an example how this guy, he tried to present Islam as a sheep. Islam is beautiful. Islam is kind. Islam is, is not what anyone says to you. Islam is a wonderful religion. When they say to you, we have violence, this is absolutely not Islam. ISIS is not Islam. Al-Qaeda not Islam. But then you join them and later you find yourself joining Al-Qaeda and ISIS. And always we ask the Muslims a very simple question, the Muhammadans. Name for me one thing ISIS did, Muhammad did not do. Muhammad, he split a woman two pieces when she's alive and she is over the age of 85, 86. He sent a man to stab a man in his house when he is almost 100 years old, claiming that he want to borrow things, food from him. So assassination, kidnapping, raping, stealing, sex slavery, and most of the Christians in the West and around the world, and even non-Christians, they do not know that a Muslim, he is allowed to lie, as we see in chapter 3, verse number 28. And Muhammad, he made it clear we can lie in three cases: to our friends, to our families, and to our enemies. And according to Muslims, we are enemies. The Muslims, if you see this guy, he keeps saying to the guy in the video, to the Christian in the video, he keeps saying to him, brother, brother, brother. But the Quran made it so clear that a Muslim person, he cannot even take friends, not a brother, from those who they are Christians or Jews. And now for sure, if you are an atheist, that's mean you are like a monkey for them. So this is the Quran, as you see, we don't make things up as they do. Ye who believe, take not Jews and Christians for friends, they are friends of each other, and he among you who take them as a friend, he's one of them, which means he is an apostate. And Allah, he guide not wrongdoing folk. And by actually this statement here, especially the last phrase, is showing us that Islam is a fraud, is satanic, because as you see, Allah don't guide the wrongdoing folk. So Allah guide whom? I mean, the one who is doing good, he do not need your guidance, you stupid. Obviously, the Quran is made by someone, he is satanic, he don't want people to live in peace. The Quran order in chapter 9 verse 29 to kill anyone don't believe in Islam. And in his verse, Allah, he confirmed that a Muslim, he cannot take a Christians and a Jews as a friends. In fact, in the same chapter, if you go to verse number 14, it says that Allah will spread hatred and enmity between the Christians. So yes, Allah is a Satan, and he is the enemy of the Christians. So when a Christian, he go and visit a mosque, you are especially those who take their kids with them, you are taking your kids, your children, to the house of the devil by your own hands. You are giving your children to the devil. Read with me. And with those who say, Lou, we are a Christian, we made a covenant, but they forgot a part of that, therefore, and if you wherefore you were off. And if you ask the Muslim, what is the covenant the Christians they made? This is the most on the funny things Muslim they say. They were admonished, therefore we have stringed up enmity and hatred among them till the day of resurrection. And then you ask yourself, we are talking about who? We are talking about God or Satan? The Quran says that the one who likes to spread enmity between people is Satan. But the same Quran says Allah is the one who spread enmity. All those verses, chapter 5, verse number 64, Allah, he spread hatred between the Jews. In chapter 5, verse number 91, which is the same chapter we are reading from, imagine. The same chapter, chapter 5, verse 14, says Allah will spread hatred and enmity between the Christians until the day of judgment. And verse number 91 in the same chapter saying, Satan seeks only to cast among you enmity and hatred by the means of a strong drink and games of a chance. So if a Muslim, he drink, this is hatred. Allah, he spread hatred between the Christian without drinking. That is good. It's halal hate. But now we want to go and see how this Sabeel Ahmed, he really can help us to expose Islam. In this video here, you know, they invite the Muslim, it's a show time, so they invite, as you see, he have a presentation in the wall. One guy, one Christian come in, and he have a bunch of Muslims sitting, and they are recording the event. And if you are a Christian going there, my friend, don't be naive and stupid. Take a camera and take person, or at least one person, to record the event, because if you say anything is an embarrassment to them, they will cut it off. And if you say something can be embarrassment from your side, they will post it. So don't be a fool and go there to the house of the devil if you are not ready. But look what this idiot, he just said. And this is why we say those people, they are priceless to expose Islam. And let me give him a credit, so he will not complain to YouTube and say I use his video, because they are coward and they flag your video. They fear us to use it. You know, they love everybody to post their video, but not the one who get them busted. So Sabeel Ahmed, this is a channel, shouting pastor, claim a calm discussion turned into hated debate. So this is the video. I have the link in the info. So Sabeel Ahmed, don't go to YouTube and claim that I did not give you credit and there is copyright over it. No, this is fair use and a criticism. And actually, I will play a very short part of the video, a few seconds. But a few seconds is enough to destroy all the claims of the Muhammadan about their God, their prophet, and their what's so-called scriptures. Listen carefully and try not to laugh with me. And I would like to see people in the comment later or in the chat here to tell me what is What is went wrong in what he just said?
Allah sent many scriptures. So Allah sent a scripture to Jesus and Moses and David and Abraham and other prophets. Those scriptures were only meant for that time, and
they are meant for that time. Those scriptures, they meant for that time. And here we ask the stupid Abdul, as long it's meant for that time, so why Allah did not send another prophet to the Jews after Moses for hundreds and hundreds of years? It was for that time only. And Allah, he sent the scriptures to Jesus. It was for that time. So why Allah waited 600 years after to send Muhammad if it's only for that time? Do you see how they lie? This is the salesman who is trying to sell you and a car is a stolen property. So Islam have nothing to do with the Christianity or Judaism. Islam steal names in order to deceive people so they can, you know, get in. Do you believe in Jesus? Oh, we believe in him. Oh, you believe in Moses? Oh, I believe in him. But they will not tell you that they believe that Alexander the Great was a prophet. They will not tell you that Islam believe anyone is a prophet. I mean, Allah, he sent 124,000 prophets. And what make it funny, or more funny, is what you will say next. So Allah, he sent the scriptures to all those names, and he mentioned Jesus. And we challenge the Muslim to tell us how Allah, he sent the scriptures to Jesus. According to the Quran, Jesus spoke in the cradle scriptures. So how he sent him the scriptures? How come Jesus did not wait for a guy, his name is Jibreel, who come to him when he is 40, and he squeezed him, and he said to him, read, and Jesus said to him, I do not know how to read, and then he squeezed him again, and the Jibreel, he squeezed him again, please read, and the guy, he said to him, what's wrong with you? I do not know how to read, and the angel squeezed him for the third time. Everything in Islam, by the way, is a 3 time. And this is a story from the Bible too. Muhammadan, they claim that they are against the Trinity, but everything in Islam is a Trinity. When a Muslim do ablution, he have to wash his hand 3 times, his nose, his mouth, his face, he wipe his hand, his ear, his feet, everything 3 times. Muhammad, when he go to a place, he say Assalamu alaikum 3 times, which is very stupid and boring. So in Islam, everything is 3 times. And now we see a prophet, he been squeezed by the angel Jibreel 3 times. And the prophet, he keeps saying to him, I do not know what are you talking about. I do not know how to read. But in the case of Jesus, Jesus spoke in the cradle as an infant. So when a Muhammadan, he say, according to their book, and we know where this story is coming from, and this is additional proof that Muhammad is a fraud. This is Jesus. And the story of Muhammad is very well known. An angel came to him. And he squeezed him 3 times. And after he keeps saying to him, read, still Muhammad cannot read. And this is additional proof that Allah is a false God, because if Allah, he said to me, and he is God, read, even if I don't speak the language, I will speak the language and I will read it. When Jesus said to the blind man, see, so. When he said to the one who cannot walk, carry your bed and walk, he walked. Allah, he squeezed Muhammad 3 times, and he is the one saying the word read. Yes, the angel is the one delivering it, but this is the words of Allah. But yet Allah could not make Muhammad read. And read with me here. It says, he speak into mankind in his cradle. And the funny about this verse, chapter 3, verse number 46, is many things. If we go up a little bit just to show you how stupid Muhammad is. Muhammad, he think that Imran, the father of Moses, is the grandfather of Jesus. This is why this exists in the chapter of Ali Imran. So Imran, according to the silly Muhammad, he lived for some time with the Jews when he moved to the city of Medina. He heard that the Jews, they believe there is a woman, her name is Maryam, and she is the sister of Moses. So the stupid Muhammad, he thought that Maryam, the sister of Moses, is the same sister, the same woman, the mother of Jesus. So now in the Quran suddenly, we have Imran, the father of Moses, become the grandfather of Jesus, and Imran is the father of Mary. And this is why we laugh at this religion. It is hilarious. It's stupid. It's made by somebody is coming from the bushes, and you know, he's like the big foot man who do not know how to read, how to write, and he want to teach us about our belief. And he came 600 years after Jesus. And according to the Quran, Mary, she was a nun. Mary, she was a nun. And the funny Muhammad later, he says that the one who claimed to be a monk or a nun, this is a fabrication. If you read the verse with me clearly, here it says that Mary, she devoted herself to God. And Allah, he sent her every day her food to her room. That's a nice thing. I wonder why this thing didn't happen to Muhammad. Every day, she have her food coming in a sanctuary place. When Zechariah, he entered the sanctuary of Mary, he said to her, where is this food coming from? Mary, she said, from Allah. So the stupid Muhammad, he made Mary a nun. Maybe she was a Catholic nun. He made Imran the father of Mary. He made Mary the sister of Aaron and the sister of Moses. And in the top of that, as you see here in the story, and remember the wife of Imran said, my Lord, I have vowed into thee which in my belly, because it was a miracle for her to have a baby, supposedly. So Mary, she was vowed to be a nun, and Allah, he accepted this. And then if you go in the same stupid book, Akka, the Quran, you will find the Quran said that those who practice nun and monks, they are fabricating this. Just to show you how stupid the one who they called him Muhammad. Chapter 57, verse number 27. It says that those who they are acting as monks, this is a fabrication. They invented it themselves. If you don't like this translation, it would look weird for me. Let's change translator. Who is this guy? Hilali Khan. Let us see another idiot. So those who practice being monks or nuns, this is their own fabrication, and Jesus never taught them that. Take a note of this. This is their own fabrication, and it's not from God. All right? But if you go few verses after, you will see the Quran speaking good about monks. Chapter 5, verse number 82 says, from them there is priests and monks who they are good men. But I thought to be a monk is haram, and it's a fabrication. Are we taking notes, guys? Are we taking notes? Remember, this is a free education for all of you, so nobody can fool you. We give you many important information in a few minutes. So if monks is forbidden, and monks is a fabrication of those Christians, so now how he is praising them, attacking the Jews, says monks are wonderful people. I thought they are fabricating this. How you can be a fabricator and you be good? How you can be an inventor of God teaching and you can be good? So all the story of Jesus in the Quran is stupid and it's false. And then when this guy, he said that Allah, he sent scriptures for Moses and Abraham and Jesus, what next he will say? What he will say next is enough to put 1,000 nails in the coffin of Muhammad. Listen carefully what this smart man, he will say to us. So Allah, he sent what? He sent the scriptures to Jesus. He sent the scriptures to Moses. He sent the scriptures to all those prophets. And he even count them for us.
And how much more time? 2? So Allah sent many scriptures. So Allah sent a scripture to Jesus and Moses and David and Abraham and other prophets. Those scriptures were only meant for that time and those people.
Yeah.
So what happened was, all throughout history, those scriptures, people started to change them. People diluted them.
Diluted them. People, they start changing them. Now, many Christians, when they hear a Muslim saying such a statement, what the Christian usually do? Somebody help me in the chat. When a Muslim, he say that a Christian, when a Muslim, he say to you, you Christian, you change your book. What the Christians, they do in response? They start defending the Bible, right? Is that correct? They will start saying to the Muslim, what are you talking about? We have 1,000 of manuscript. La, 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 la. Why you want to do that? Actually, this is the best way to destroy Islam. Because he just said that the one who sent those scriptures is Allah. And he just said that people started changing them and diluted them. Which means he is confirming that the scriptures of his God cannot be protected. So when a Muhammadan, he says to you such a statement, he says to you, oh, say to him, oh, you are saying the Bible of Allah been changed. Oh, okay. Well, that is a proof that Allah cannot be God. Why? Because when you say to me that your God, he sent the scriptures and he could not protect his scriptures, that means he is not God. I have books. I challenge you to change my books. You cannot. And I am a human being. You cannot add a word. You cannot take a word from my books. So when a Muhammadan, he say that Allah, he sent the scriptures, he is giving us a tool to prove to us that the scriptures of Allah is a joke. Additional to that, if we go to the stupid Quran, the yellow pages of Muhammad, it says that nobody can change the words of Allah. The Muslim, they say to you, Allah, he meant the Quran. Even that will be even more stupid to say. Because either the words of Allah are equal to each other or they are not. Same time, when the Quran says nobody can change the words of Allah, if he is saying that he meant the Quran, then he should say nobody can change the Quran. And if he say nobody can change the Quran, again he failed, because we have tons of proofs that the Quran is not the same in many, until now it's not the same. I mean, they don't have, you don't even have a Quran. Read carefully. It says here, there's none to alter. This is, by the way, false translation. It says decisions. That's false. It has changed the translator. This is Big Tal, potato. I think this guy is using Google translation or software or something. Decision. The word of Allah became decision of Allah. Look, I just changed the translator. Imagine how Muslim they lie in their translation just to manipulate. And this is a proof again that yes, you can change the word of Allah. No man can change the words of Allah. The guy here translating the word Allah as God, which is false translation, by the way, because Allah is not a word meaning God. Allah is a word, two words, Al is word is mean God, and La is the name of the God. So Al La, God La. So nobody can change the words of God La. And then we just heard this idiot saying that Allah He sent the Bible, Allah He sent the Injil, Allah He sent the scriptures to Moses, to Abraham, but all those scriptures, they've been diluted and they've been changed. And then as long the Quran says that nobody can change the word of Allah, and those supposedly are the word of Allah, this is a clear proof of stupidity. I don't want to say the word contradiction because, I mean, a contradiction means nothing really. I mean, this is stupid. This is beyond contradiction. This is beyond stupidity. So those Muhammadan, they have a God. His name is Allah. He sent 124,000 messenger, and each time somebody give Allah a screwdriver and he changed his book. And then one day Allah, after 124,000 messenger, Allah He decide to protect the book. This is the Muslim logic. But for me, I like it when Muslims they say that the Injil which Allah He sent is changed, because that proved to me that Allah is not God, because this is His book, not my words. Why He don't want? If you say to me He don't want to, the Muslim they say everything happened by the will of Allah. Everything happened by the will of Allah. Anything. All the verses we are showing you speaking about the will of Allah. As an example, the Quran says in chapter 6 verse number 35, if Allah will, He can guide all mankind. But Allah don't want that. If God willed. Do you see it? Okay. So as long it is by the will of Allah, anything in this earth and in heaven is happening by the will of Allah. And the Muslim they say that the scriptures of the Christians and the Jews been changed, and they are talking about the scriptures sent by Allah, which is not our scriptures anyway, because we don't believe in Allah. Allah is a, this guy is a child molester. Allah is a child molester. Allah, He is a God of slaves. Allah, even He promised us in heaven, we will have a huge number of slavery, and most of them, they are boys and girls. This is not our God, and we don't want to have such a God. But going with the flow, you will see here how stupid the one who is making the Quran, saying, if Allah will, all of them, they will become one religion. So, why we don't have one religion? Because it was Allah will not to be one. So why we have diluted scriptures as Muslim they say? Because this is the will of Allah. As long this is the will of Allah, so what is the will of Satan? If it is the will of Allah to change the scriptures of Allah, so what Satan was doing for living during that time and now? If the one who misguide, the Quran says, are you going to guide the one who Allah misguide? So we ask the Muslims again, if Allah is the one who misguide people, who is Satan? If you are a Muslim, you like to join us live on air, please feel free. And I will be happy to call you. Just text me and tell me I'm a Muslim, and I will call you. All right? Anyone have any answer for what we just said? Anyone? Any Muhammadan? Let us call Mr. Ali. I don't know what he want to say to us. Let us see. He's speaking about his parents. Hello? Mostly maybe Fakira. Hello? Maybe not Fakira. Let us see. Hello? Yeah, I hear you. Go ahead.
I would say my mother would say there's 99 names for Allah, and that doesn't describe anything that Allah would do.
Your mom, she said there's 99 names of Allah.
Yes, she would say,
Yeah.
if I was her, me and her, we debate all the time about this, and
Yeah.
I can't for the life of me get her to agree, but she would say something along the lines of, he's the all merciful, he knows everything, but he has 99 names, and that would never cover him because he gave women power. He
Okay.
all that extra stuff.
Yeah, but you know that one of the names of Allah, as an example, is Al-Mudil.
Abdul Mubil.
Al-Mudil.
What is Abdul Mubil?
Al-Mudil. Al-Mudil. Al-Mudil, which means the one who misguide, the one who deceive. You know that?
Are you sure it's not the one that plans?
No,
the planner?
no. This is the the Mudil is the one who deceive. As an example, chapter 13, verse number 37. Chapter 16, verse number 37. Chapter 16, verse number 93. Let us take this one because this is more universal. Look what this verse is saying. If Allah had willed, He would have made you one nation, but He leads, this is the Muslim translation, He leads astray whom He wills, and He guide whom He wills. So do you understand what I'm saying? What al-Mudil mean?
Al-Mudil. Can you tell me the verse? I'm going to go to the Quran.
Chapter 16, verse number 93.
Had Allah His will would surely have made you one nation.
You can read loud.
Okay, so it says, had Allah His will, He would surely have made you all one nation, but He leaves in error him who wishes and guides him who wishes, and you shall truly be called upon to account for your deeds and conduct. Where does it say?
Okay. Do you see your translation says He leads into error, right?
Yes.
But who is the one who leads us into errors? Isn't it Shaitan?
Yeah, it definitely is Shaitan.
Exactly. This is Allah. So Allah is a Shaitan.
But what if He's just testing us?
You watch a movie, you will see in the movie there is two cop. One he play good cop, and the other one he play bad cop. Right? Here, there's only a bad cop. Why? Because he lead the majority of mankind into error. And the translation is false, by the way. It doesn't say error. It says into deception, yudil. You can take the word yudil. I don't know if you speak Arabic or not. You can take the word yudil and you take it to the Islamic dictionary, any Islamic dictionary of your choice, and you will find that the word yudil mean to deceive and to mislead. So in my translation here, the screen says He leads astray. So who is the one who lead us astray? The devil. Who is the devil in Islam? Allah. If Allah is the one, do two things. He lead astray and He guide. So what exactly is the job of the devil? What the devil do for
maybe
a
Allah
living? You know, what he do in his time?
is. There's a verse in the Quran that says, like right after Jesus, it says he is the best planner. Is that words in
No,
there
my
as
friend, this
well?
is not the same word. Secondly, that's a false translation. There's no planner. Al-Makirin have nothing to do with the word planner because you let me show you how we can get them busted. Obviously, you don't speak Arabic.
I do. أقدر أحكي عربي بس ما أقدر
Okay, so
أكتب وأقرأ.
my friend, you speak Arabic and you speak a Gulf language too, not only Arabic. So you speak Arabic very well. I'm surprised now. You shocked me. So now, let us read together. As long you speak Arabic, why and how you did not see that the word makr mean, don't we say in Arabic, الثعلب المكار?
ثاقب المكار.
ثعلب المكار, ثعلب. You know what ثعلب?
ثعلب.
Yeah,
لا ما no.
the fox.
Oh إيه ثعلب إيه.
Okay.
آسف.
So the fox, the makar, because why? Because he deceive you. He's very smart. He deceive. So in chapter 7, verse number 99, it says, أفأمنوا مكر الله لا يأمن مكر الله إلا القوم الخاسرون. Are they feel secure from Allah? This is the Muslim translation, not mine. Divincing? What divincing mean?
Divincing. I don't even know the English divincing is.
Let me search in the dictionary. For me, and I'm not good in English too. Okay. Invent, planner, system, mechanism. Okay. Well, no, this is a false translation then. Are they feeling secure? Let us change the translator. You will see how the translation change. Let us see. خطاب.
خطاب. إيه.
Here he says, do they feel secure against Allah planning? But if we take the word makar, makar, to the dictionary, we will find that this word means deception and deceiving. So do you feel secure from the deception of Allah? You should know that only losers they can feel secure from the deception of Allah. And just to show you that this is what the word meant, makar, we will go and we will search the word makar in the Quran. And we will find
Okay.
how the Muslim they have funny translation. Chapter 16, verse number 26. And as long as you speak Arabic, you can read it. It says, قَدْ مَكَرَ الَّذِينَ مِنْ قَبْلِهِمْ. Do you see it? Chapter 16, verse number 26. قَدْ مَكَرَ الَّذِينَ مِنْ قَبْلِهِمْ. Correct?
Yes, yes.
Okay. What is the translation for the word makar here? They plotted.
Yeah.
Do you see it?
You said 26? I'm sorry.
Chapter 16, verse number 26.
Okay, yeah, I see it now. The proceeds did schemes is what it says over here.
Yeah, well, no problem. But this is what makar mean, is to deceive, conspiracy, to trick, you know, a trap, secretly, you know, to do something illegal or harmful. And it is an evil action. So here you notice that when the Quran is speaking about people who they are the enemy of Allah, the Muslim, they have no problem to translate it as deception, as plotted, as conspiracy. But when they speak about Allah, they say He planned, but it's the same word. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There it is makar, here it's
You know,
makar. So what is different? It's a false translation.
I don't mean to be off topic, but when I told my dad about this, he said the Quran is like the best book in the whole entire world. He said if there is one word missing, every single Muslim would know it, and it's been really preserved. And
No
I just
problem.
started
Ask
looking
your
into
dad
it.
to recite for you the chapter of stoning to death.
From Aisha and the animal.
Or
But
ask
but
him,
here's the thing:
to
everybody memorized it.
recite, or ask him to recite the verses of breastfeeding for adult 10 times.
Okay, that I actually don't understand now, because there's a certain word for it, tata, something like that, in Arabic, or
إرضاع.
arda.
إرضاع.
Okay.
Yeah.
The argument would be they have it all memorized. So here it is. There's actually be said for that one, actually. Now I think about it. He said there's Allah takes verses out of the Quran, and then just because he realizes people don't need them or something like on ones that lines.
Okay, that's an additional proof that Islam is a fraud, because if Allah he will take verses from the Quran because people don't need them, then why he did not? Because there's still a lot of verses in the Quran. They are abrogated supposedly, and they are still in the Quran. So why some of them they went missing and some they stay? You know what I mean? If this is the decision, we will take out any verses are abrogated, because Muhammad, he is a fraud. In the beginning, when he was weak, he was not saying kill the Christian, kill the Jews. At that time, he don't have enough people to kill. In the beginning, he was acting like a sheep. Then he come with abrogated verses, says go and kill the Christian and the Jews. Chapter 9, verse number 29. So there's many verses abrogated by one verse, but they are in the Quran. And then there's many verses are not found in the Quran. The Muslim, they say they are abrogated by recitation and writing. But where is the command, and why even you take it from the book of Allah? If nobody can change the word of Allah and nobody can delete the word of Allah, did Allah order you to take it off? And as you see in front of us, it says here, Aisha, she said, the verse of stoning and breastfeeding for an adult 10 times was revealed, and the paper was with me under my pillow. When the Messenger of Allah died, we were preoccupied with his death, and a tame sheep came and ate it. Did your father explain to you how the sheep was able to destroy the book of Allah?
No.
So how the Muslim, they keep saying to us, like including the guy we are speaking about him in the video, he says the Quran is a preserved, and he said 15 million Muslims they recite the Quran. That's false. Not even one of you can recite the Quran, because the Quran, first of all, the one you have is not the Quran of Muhammad. Secondly, there's hundreds of verses missing according to Aisha. As an example, Aisha, she said chapter of Al-Ahzab used to be equal to chapter of Al-Baqarah. And if we go and check the chapter of Al-Ahzab, we will find that hundreds of verses are missing in one chapter alone. So they lie with no shame, you know. And actually for me, I would like the Quran to be preserved so I can love more. I wish the chapter of a breastfeed for adult is still there, because that will help me more to expose how stupid Islam is. So chapter of Al-Ahzab is 73 verses, but according to Aisha, it was equal to the chapter of Al-Baqarah. And if we measure the distance between them, or what is missing, we will find that we are talking about hundreds of verses, because this chapter here exceed way more 200 verses. Let us read how many. 286 verses. So do you see what is missing? And I can show you the reference about Aisha saying that Al-Ahzab used to be equal, as long as you speak Arabic. I can share with you.
Isn't there also a hadith that says one of them is like 116, and then there's one of them that's 111?
There's tons of reference, you know.
But CP, how do you know that these are authentic? Because that's another problem we're running into as well.
You see, our discussion is, I'm here to prove that nothing in Islam is authentic, and you are asking me how we can prove it's authentic. You know what I mean? If all my study here is to prove to people that Islam is a fraud, and if the Muslims, they themselves, like if you go to court, if you take a check and you say that Christian Prince, he said he gave me this check and he will pay me, and then the judge, he asks you, he said this is the signature of who, and you say this is my signature, then the judge will say, but you should have the signature of Christian Prince here to be used against him, right?
Yes, yes.
So when the Muslim, they write in their books, this is their signature. I'm not using it because I believe in it. I'm not using it because I agree with it. I'm using it because it's against their own religion, and this is their own handwriting, not mine.
Wow.
So what do you
Isn't it
think?
true though that there was some enemies of Islam, like Jewish people that pretended to be Muslims and then
My friend, uh,
corrupted the book?
okay, we can go with this and forever. You know, somebody he pretend. What about the rest of the Muslims? Why they take it? The Jews are still
What do you
a
mean?
little minority.
Why they didn't take it?
Let us say somebody. I mean, is Al Bukhari a Jew? No. Is Muslim is a Sahih Muslim right? Is a Jew? No. Is a Turmudi is a Jew? No.
When was Bukhari even made the hadiths?
It
Do you
doesn't
know when they were
matter. You know,
made?
maybe 300 is after, but this is not the issue. The issue is the Muslim agree with it. If you go to a Tafsir al-Qurtubi as an example, and this is the official government website of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and they are explaining for us chapter of Al-Ahzab, verse number 1. Al-Ahzab number 1. Right away here it says that this chapter is 73 verses, and it used to be equal to Al-Baqarah. Can you see my screen?
Al-Baqarah?
I
Yeah, I
will
can see
use
it.
Google translation so everybody can see. Chapter, this is the official government website of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, not my website. And this is the book of Al-Qurtubi. Interpretation for chapter 1, chapter 33, Al-Ahzab, verse number 1. Let me zoom in. Page number 418 in the book. Page 418. Look with me what it says. O Prophet, fear not and obey and don't obey the unbelievers. And then he continued, he is saying, Surah Al-Ahzab is a civil, which means in the Medina. It was revealed to the hypocrite, and it is 73 verses. This surah was equivalent to what? Can you read with me, please?
Said 73 verses. Can you read the following at the top or the bottom?
The one I highlighted for you. It says it is this surah. It is
Okay,
70 Al-Ahzab.
73
It's
verses.
73 verses, and the surah was equivalent to Surah Al-Baqarah.
Oh, okay. Al-Baqarah. What?
Do you see my screen or no? You don't.
Yes, yes, I do.
Okay.
It's laggy, but
Does
yes,
it say it used to be equivalent to Al-Baqarah?
yes. And Al-Baqarah, what chapter is that? Because, like I
Baqarah
said,
is
I'm not.
chapter 2, which have 286
Yes. Yep.
verses, minus, listen with me, minus 73. How many verses is missing in the chapter of Al-Ahzab?
Over 130.
213. This is hilarious, isn't it? Those
Well,
Abduls, they keep saying to us that the Quran is preserved. This is their official Islamic website. This is not me. This is not a Christian prince making a statement. This is the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, the center of the Islamic terrorism in the world. This is where Al-Qaeda are coming from. This is where ISIS are born. This is where Muhammad is coming from. This is where the Kaaba is located. And this is an official government website, and the link I posted for you. The Ahzab used to be equal to the Baqarah, which is the cow, and that is leading us to a hilarious number, that 213 verses. 213 verses is missing in one chapter alone. Listen, we are not reporting one verse, two verse. We are reporting almost what is equal to 10 or 15% of the Quran. The Baqarah is in the front of the Quran as a second chapter because it is the biggest. So Al-Ahzab used to be equal. And when they say equal, it's mean equal. So 286
286.
is
Yeah,
the
pages, and now
cow
there's only
chapter.
173.
And
What?
Al-Ahzab
What?
used to be equal to Al-Ahzab, which is supposed to be 286. But Al-Ahzab today is 73. Total missing verses is 200, 113. How in the world anyone can refute that? 213. And look, again, this is not the book of the Jews. This is not a hadith from the Jews. This is Tafsir al-Qurtubi. This is the official Quran website of the Islamic government of Saudi Arabia. And let me show you the address for those who might say, oh, this is cannot be. Here we go. Let me zoom in. Read with me. Quran.ksu, which means Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Education.sa, government website. You can click at the end of the page and you can go and you can communicate with the government. Somebody saying, read before and read after. What before and after? Here we go. Read after. Read. It says, and it was the verse of stoning. So now they are adding more verses are missing. The old men and the old women, if they commit adultery, stone them outright as a punishment. So why it's not in the Quran? And now we found one verse. What about the 213? So now we will say 212. Are you happy? But still it's missing because it's not in the Quran.
Yeah. And I'm sure there's probably more, like Aisha said. What?
There is more for sure.
CP.
You see, we are just showing you one statement about one chapter. This is just one statement. Otherwise, there's tons of, But for me, I don't really care about how many verses missing in the Quran. I like the Quran not to be missing because that will give me opportunity to expose Muhammad more. Because I'm sure that 213 verses are taken from the Quran in purpose. Somebody took them off so people will not laugh at Islam. As an example, when we see this hadith about breastfeeding for adult,
Yeah, like it went like 10 times or something.
Yeah. Okay. They say it to us now. The hadith says that a goat ate it. The goat ate it. Okay. But is that convincing to you, my friend? The goat ate it, but the goat did not eat the memory of Muslims. Did she?
No, he definitely didn't.
So why we cannot find the verses?
The stoning.
The only answer is the Muslim, they took it because it is an embarrassment and it is stupid. Because the goat ate the book, but the goat is not a Trojan horse inside their head and she was eating their memory. So all those excuses, like in one hand, they say to us that we memorize the Quran. In one hand, there's verses the Muslims don't want to mention. And not only that, they claim that they are missing because the goat ate it. And here, look how much humility this goat is bringing to Allah. So Allah, He decided to protect the Quran. The goat, she said, over my dead body. The goat, she went to the bedroom of Muhammad. She jumped in the top of his bed because he was laying down dead. The goat, she said, meh, and she flipped Muhammad over the floor. The goat, she went under the bed and she grabbed the Quran. The goat, she started flipping verses in the Quran by using her tongue, which is always wet. And the goat, she did not eat out the Quran. She chose specific verses to eat. I mean, this goat must be a CIA. She chose certain verses, like especially about breastfeeding. I mean, the goat, obviously she felt being threatened because people, they need her breast to get their milk. Now the goat, she felt that Muslim women, they are competing with her. So the goat, she went to the bedroom of Muhammad. She jumped in the top of the bed, Muhammad, meh, meh. And then the goat, Aisha, she was busy because the Prophet is dead and many people come into the house, and the Prophet with the goat alone. I don't know what the goat she did beside what she did with the Quran too. I mean, the guy is dead. She flipped and the Quran is under her pillow. So the goat, she flipped the guy and she start eating the Quran. And she did not eat all the Quran. She ate verses of her choices. This is must be a very well-educated goat, and she did take a degree from the Sorbonne in France. She speak languages. She learned even Arabic, and she started flipping pages. Which one I will eat? Which one I will eat? Which one I will eat? And then after she
Yeah.
ate the verses, which is more funny, that Aisha and the Muslim, they remember what she ate. I mean, isn't it, this is hilarious? How Aisha, she figured
Oh
out
boy.
that this is the one the goat ate.
You
And
know, you mentioned I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off,
it's okay.
but you mentioned something about like I'm trying to like put the nail in the coffin when I talk to my parents about this, and I'm trying to figure out like the violence of it. Like, why are Muslims killing other Muslims?
You know, I mean, even this is because of Muhammad. You know, Muhammad, he made it clear that if two group of Muslims, they, you know, they disagree, one of them have to kill the other one. You know, one of them have to finish the other one. And this is how Muhammad actually he established the destruction of Islam. If you go to chapter 49, verse number 9, this is why Muslims, they find it legitimate to kill Muslims. Why? Because those who they are opposing us, they should be killed. The Quran says so. Even if they are Muslims. Read carefully. Chapter 49, verse 9. If two parties of believers fall to fighting, then make peace between them. And if one party of them doth wrong to the other, fight ye that which is wrong. And now what they do, each one of them says, oh, the other one is wrong. And they kill each other. And that's why Islam is in the destruction non-stop.
You know, my
Muhammad
friend.
established,
Yes,
like
sir.
if Muhammad he said, never fight your Muslim brother, they will not dare to do it. But now he gave them a license. And now each party says they are the one who's wrong. So we see the Shia fighting Shia, the Shia fighting Muslim, Sunni, Sunni fighting Sunni, Sunni, Al-Qaeda fighting ISIS. They go and use this verse to justify killing other group.
Christian Smith, I'll be honest with you, man. Like, when I was young, and even now, like, I just stopped practicing Islam. I've been practicing it for 16, 17 years, and you just get trapped. You just never think anything else is right. You know, they just trap you and just keep you in there. And I should have known it was wrong for the longest time because, like, I was born in Iraq, and a group of Muslims came to our house and literally took my dad from us, and just we don't know what happened to him. I'm sure they killed him because he was from Egypt or something. And we moved to the U.S. and I was still a
Was your
Muslim for
dad
the
is
longest
Muslim
time.
Sunni?
He was Muslim. He was. I don't know what. I really don't know the difference between. I know Sunni and Shiites are different, but
Yeah,
he was
but your
definitely
family, they are
yours-sided.
Sunni or Shia, because then you can find out who is the one who took him. If he was Shia, then obviously the Sunni is the one who took him. You know.
Yeah, I think my mom is definitely Sunni.
Oh, so he
Because
is
I have a
Sunni. So he is
stepfather.
Sunni. So the one who took your dad is Shia.
Mm,
Yeah, this is what they do. This is what they do. And I'm sorry to hear about your dad. You know,
it's okay. No, I
you
mean
know.
I was really young, but I mean it was a blessing because I even though I even though it was a struggle, it took me a while to like find God, and it's just every time I defend what I believe, they always like attack Christians about just just dumb, like, show me where God is at in the Bible. And I'm like, how many times, like, show me that Jesus said he is God. I'm like, how many times I got to show you? It's just, I just really want to get away from this hellish religion. You know, I know it's satanic. I just wish I have the spirit like you do and just be able to, you know what I mean?
So now, just to understand you, I never spoke to you before. So now you left Islam, and do you believe in Christianity?
Yes, sir. I've been a Christian for the past 2 years. I
Ah,
actually just
wonderful,
recently got baptized.
wonderful, wonderful,
Yeah,
wonderful. And what
yeah.
what make you come to Christianity, if you don't mind to share with people here?
Um, to be quite honest with you, I always prayed, and I just never felt it in my heart. And even though I got out, had no religion, and I just asked the man, what do you mean by new kingdom? And then I just got closer with the Bible. I mean, God is love. I don't think there's a single verse in the Quran that says God is love.
Yeah,
You know, and what really got me is when Jesus said, "Blessed are the ones who mourn," because that he just, like, it's like he speaks to you, and you can't find comfort in the Quran. You just can't do it. You can't understand it. I can speak Arabic. You heard me speak Arabic, but it's
yeah,
hard to understand it. It's hard.
yeah.
It's
And
ridiculous.
not because of the Arabic is short, but because the Quran is a stupid book. Like, when I give the Quran to somebody, he is born in the Middle East all his life, and I ask him to read and to explain, and then he will end saying to me, Allah knows best what he meant. Because it's a stupid language. This is not even Arabic. I mean, this is really stupid. And the Quran is not really a book which is like bringing you a step by step into information. No, like when you go in a school, let's say you start studying algebra 2, you start from zero, teaching you about numbers, etc., and how to divide, but you don't go to the last level in 2 seconds. In Islam, no. In Islam, suddenly we are talking about Adam, suddenly we jump and we are talking about Jacob. And then from Jacob,
Yeah,
we go
yeah.
back to talk about Muhammad wives, and she want to go to do poo. And then we go jump from Muhammad wife, want to do poo, to Umar al-Khattab was spying at the wife of Muhammad. And then we jump from Muhammad and Umar al-Khattab spying at the wife doing poo to Sulaiman and flying carpet. And then we jump from the flying carpet of Sulaiman to talk about how Allah he made the moon and he split the moon.
Oh
And
my
then we
God.
find a verse after it saying that Allah never split the moon because there is no Quran, no miracle given to Muhammad. So this is a hilarious book, you know, made by an idiot. And this is why the Muslims, when they ask them a question, they say Allah knows best what he meant. And not only that, actually, I don't know if you know in the Quran that Muhammad himself, when people start asking him questions, and he himself could not explain what he is saying. Do you know what he said?
Hmm. Allah knows best.
No, he said this Quran have a lot of verses which is mutashabihat. What the
I wouldn't
word
understand.
in English, agorical? I don't know how to pronounce the word correctly. Sorry. Uh,
It's okay.
uh,
I wish I knew what it was in Arabic. I would have say it for you, but
yeah.
you know,
So
I know what you mean, kind of. Yeah, it's under you cannot understand it. Only Allah can pretty much understand
exactly.
it.
No one
But
knows what
I
it
don't know
means
why you
save
bought the
Allah.
book.
Yeah,
Is it true that the
but
Quran was
here
already
but
written
here
before it came?
you need to ask yourself uh, if if nobody knows what the Quran meant, so why Allah he sent us the Quran? I mean, what the point of this Quran if you want to send us a book nobody can understand? You know,
Yeah. Wasn't it true that the Quran was made in heaven? It wasn't even. It was already planned.
the Quran supposedly is written between the eyes of an angel. His name is Israfil. Israfil, Allah he wrote his Quran in a board and he put it between the eyes of Israfil. This is angel Israfil. I will draw him for you in the screen. You know, this is Israfil, mashallah.
You know, it's funny you say all these words because, like, at a young age, you remember surahs and you remember them all the time, but you don't know anything that you're saying, like, not a single word.
Yeah,
Like, I still have some in my mind that I could never get rid of my head, and I don't know to this day what they mean.
Yeah. Do you see my the screen I did draw for you?
Yeah, I see it. The
This is the angel
a winking.
Israfil. Allah, he put his tablet between the two eyes of Israfil. We asked the Muslim why he put it there. He said, so he can protect it, yet he cannot read it. The distance between the eyes of Israfil is the same distance between the earth and the heaven, which means 500 years distance between the two eyes. And this is the tablet of Allah. I mean, all of Islam is hilarious, stupid stories for kids. It doesn't make sense in any mean, in any way, and it's stupid. And then Allah, he have in his tablet
Yeah.
destiny that the goat will eat the Quran.
Oh man, I didn't even think about that one.
Or
But you know, it's true
what
about.
about Allah? He wrote in his tablet that any believing women she wanna f the prophet.
What? Where do you find that? Is that the one where it says anything your right hand possesses?
No, 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 no. This right hand possesses. He mentioned that, yeah, in the verse, but he mentioned that any believing woman she offer herself to the prophet, so the prophet yastankihuha, which means to f her.
Uh,
Yeah. So Muhammad, he have a God, and this God, he is the one who created the whole universe. And he went to his office and he want to write down for Muhammad who and which women can sleep with him. The conclusion is all women in the world are welcome to be in the bed of Muhammad. If you read the verse here, you would die laughing. This is the chapter of Al-Ahzab. O Prophet, it's made lawful for you, your wives, and the cousin of your partner uncle, and the cousin from your mom, and the cousin from your dad's side, and the cousin from your etc. etc. side, and the daughter of your uncle, and the daughter of your father's side, and the daughter from your uncle's side, and the daughter of your auntie, and the daughter from your auntie dad's side from your mom's side, and the daughter from your dad's side, and then you know, and the daughter, and etc. And then at the end, and every immigrant women, imagine all the immigrant women, the migrant women who came with Muhammad, he can f them all. In the top of that, and any believing women she gave herself to the prophet if he desired to f her. What does have to do with God?
yeah, that's true. Like, why does he have all this stuff in the Quran and it's supposed to be like
No, what does have to do
the
with God?
eternal?
What does have to do with God? You see, is this guy coming a prophet of effing, or he's a prophet of God? I mean, isn't it enough he have 13 wives, hundreds of sex slaves? Why all this list? Nobody left. I mean, the guy, he have the whole town. And why God want to make such a verse? Isn't it obvious that this is the most obvious false prophet? And Aisha, she said to him, ah, Muhammad, I see that your God, he rushed into your sexual desire. Aisha, she discovered it,
Yeah.
you know. She knew he's a fraud. So my friend,
But
I'm
why
so
do they
happy. I'm
support
so happy
him
for
though?
you that you left Islam. But if you want,
Thank you
if
so
your
much.
mother, she speak English, I will be happy to talk to her, and I'll promise you, I will speak to her with all the respect she deserves.
Okay. She doesn't speak good English. She just mostly speaks Arabic.
I,
But
I will speak to her
I
in Arabic, no
appreciate you.
problem. I will speak to her in Arabic. You know,
Okay. Shukran, ya habibi. Thank
just
you so much, Christian Prince.
anytime, let me know. You know, if you can call me and tell me my mom want to speak to you, and I promise you, number one thing, that I will treat her the same as I treat my mother.
God bless you.
All
God
right,
bless you.
yeah, and
Thank you, my
Arabic,
friend.
no problem. But you know, don't leave your mom misleaded. You want to save her, right? You don't want your mom to go to hell.
I do. I really want to save her so bad. I want to cry thinking about like her just praying to Mecca to a freaking stone. You know that. I
Yeah.
just can't get her out of it. She's trying to convince me to go to Saudi Arabia with her to Mecca, and I'm
Listen,
like,
I got an idea.
yeah, what's up?
Ali. I got an idea.
Yeah.
Your mother, she is praying to the stone, to the direction of the stone, right?
Yes.
I want
Yes.
you to ask her a very simple question. What is left of the stone? Is the black stone still there? Why we are praying to the stone? Why we touch it? If she say it's sustained by Allah, do you know, Ali, that nothing left of the stone?
What? I thought it was still there.
No,
The
no,
private parts.
no,
Yeah.
no, it's not there.
It's
Let me
not.
show you. Let me show you how you can help your mother to get out of this faith by a very simple way. I will show you in the screen. Please look with me in the screen. This is the black stone, I will show it, which is in the Kaaba. There's no black stone left. All what you see in the brown, this is a wax. The black stones is little tiny rocks. You see them? We can count them.
What the
So
heck?
if Allah He sent this stone to witness to Muslims enter the day of judgment, how come Allah could not preserve His stone, His priceless stone? You know what I mean?
And they kiss that?
Yeah, this is what they
Oh my
kiss. This is what the
God.
Muslim kiss. Yeah, this is what the Muslims kiss. And Muhammad he claimed that this stone can erase your sin. So
Yes,
if
erase your
this
sins.
if
Yeah.
this is if this is the stone, there's nothing left of it. Here we go. There's only one tiny rock, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's it. There's nothing.
Yeah.
And the rest is a wax. And the Muhammadan in Mecca, they have to do maintenance to the stone which is sent by Allah. I mean, if Allah cannot do maintenance to His own stone,
No, it's a money thing down there. I don't even think it's a prayer thing. It's definitely a money thing down there too, you know.
well, this is a priceless stone. As you know, the Saudi
Yeah.
they make billions of dollars every year from it.
Oh yeah,
You
they
know,
do.
imagine
My dad
imagine
spent
if
at
you
least 10
imagine
grand just
imagine
going there.
Ali, imagine if we have believers believe Las Vegas must to visit every year.
Yeah.
Las Vegas don't need to make advertising. The casinos will love
Yeah.
it. This is the casino. This is the biggest casino in the world, where people they are gambling with their money and their life and their security just to come and practice paganism, kissing a stone. I asked a Muslim website, it's called I think Convert to Islam. I said, I have a question. Why Prophet of Allah he kissed the black stone? Took them 5 minutes to answer. They said because it's holy. I said, okay, why it's holy? Took them another 5 minutes to answer, and they said because he kissed it.
You're sent by the heavens.
No, it's a stupid religion. And this is the additional thing, this pagan religion. Muhammad, he says, if you touch the black stone and the Yemeni corner, and this is the Yemeni corner, let me show it to you.
Okay.
This is the Yemeni corner. Again, have an opening like a vagina, window. The Yemeni corner have stones coming from the temple of Al-Makkah, which is the temple of the god Lah, the moon god. So what the Kaaba is a replacement. Instead of you going all the way to do Hajj in the temple of Al-Makkah, which is in Yemen, which is the temple of the moon god, why you want to go there? Here we go. We brought some stones from that temple. We put them in the Yemeni corner. That's why it's called the corner of Yemen. If you touch the Yemeni corner and the black stone, Allah erase your sin.
It's your sins, yeah. I wish it works that way, Definitely
Well,
not.
I mean, this is a pervert religion, because if this is how it is, then all of us will become pervert. If this is how easy it is, we go touch a stone, You know what I mean?
What gets me too is that they're doing good over here just to go to heaven to have sex with 100 different virgin wives. That you do good over here just to do bad in heaven, which makes no sense to me too.
Yeah. But look what
I got you.
Muhammad, another additional proof that Muhammad is a fraud and he is a pagan. Here we go. A person asked a Muslim, narrated from Abdullah ibn Ubaid. He said, "O Abu Abdul Rahman, why do I only see you touching these two corners, which mean the black stone and the Yemeni corner?" He said, I heard the Messenger of Allah say, touching them erases sin. Touching them erases sin. See how easy it is? So this is why you see rich Muslims, who they are believers in Allah, they go and they do everything in the book of the devil. And then they go do Hajj, have some muta with some maids. They have a lot of maids, bring them from poor countries. They have sex with them in Mecca, and then they go to the Kaaba. Even the hadith says that the Muslim, they used to go and circle around the Kaaba, and their penises was dropping sperm.
Oh, jeez. Wait, you see that in the hadiths?
Yes. Anything I say, I will show it to you.
Yeah. Trust me, I know. I've been watching you for months. Watching you has made me want to be like an apostle. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I've been studying and studying, and I just gotta get my Arabic like 100%, and then, mashallah.
Yeah. So this
I don't
is
think I can ever be
this
as
is
good
what
as you,
Islam is
though.
about.
Honestly.
Here
Oh,
we try our best, you know,
to expose.
to give reference and to prove what we say, not only just saying it, because people they need answers. Here we go. Read with me. This is Sahih. A Muslim cannot say this is Da'if. It's Sahih. Let me show you here. It says Sahih. Sunan Ibn Majah 2980. We used to go around the Kaaba, and our penises dripping semen.
It's a very perverted religion,
I mean,
for sure.
what they are
And
doing? What exactly? And not only
I'm
that,
shameful to even tell my mom about this. I'm shameful to even tell my mom about this, let
save
alone.
reference, and when you find the time is suitable for you, share with her slowly, and she will see, she will understand, why this is a false religion. Do you know that the Arab always they used to go around the Kaaba naked?
No, but I know the robe thing with
No, no,
naked.
no, naked,
I've
totally
never
naked.
heard
No,
that.
no, no, not naked, naked. يطوفون عراة. This is telling you what the Kaaba was. The Kaaba is a sex mating place. The women, they used to go to the Kaaba, and the black stone is a vagina. Women who cannot have babies, or they are unable to have babies, they place their hands in their vagina when they have their period, and then they place the hand inside the black stone. And they pray to Allah to fertilize them. This is what the Kaaba is about. Let me see the hadith so I can share it with you.
So pagan. Isn't it true that Muhammad used to be pagan for 40 years before he became a monotheistic?
He was pagan and he is still pagan, my friend. He did not change.
Yeah, that's true.
you
That
know
is true.
yeah, nothing changed. He was a pagan and
Yeah,
he's still
that's true.
pagan. Yeah, let us see.
And didn't he mention something about the three gods too, the goddesses?
Oh.
But then that's a satanic verse. Never
Warm
mind.
meal, some fresh.
Say again, because a video suddenly played on my side here. What you said?
No, I was saying he was worshiping those three goddesses, but then they turned out to be satanic verses.
He was he got when he met the Jews, he tried to copy some of the Jews. It's, what the Jews, so he's mixed up. This guy, he adopt other belief so he can get more people. So when he met the Jews, he tried to adopt some of the Jews teaching. He met the Christian, he tried to adopt some of the Christian teaching. And the Arab, already they have their pagan Kaaba, so he adopted that from the beginning. And then in the beginning, he abandoned the Kaaba and he started praying in the direction of Jerusalem for a long time. Why? Because he was hoping the Christians and the Jews, they will join him and they will accept him if he do that. But when none believe in him, he got so angry from them and he decided to kill them all and then go back to his roots, which is the Kaaba and paganism. As you see in front of us, Sahih Muslim, the book of pilgrimage, it says, from Isham, from narrated from his authority, from his father, blah 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 blah, that in the exception, with the exception of the Hams, who were Quraysh, and their descendant go around the Kaaba and the house naked. You see it? Totally naked. And your mom, she speak Arabic, so you can give her this. This is how you can find it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
قال كانت العرب تطوف بالبيت عراة. You see? Totally naked, nude. There's no bra. There's a woman, actually, Muhammad, he wanted to marry her or to sleep with her. She used to go naked around the Kaaba and she is so beautiful, and she have a poetry or a song. And she said, هذا ما إنا أبديناه. I forgot the point. Like, this is what we have, we display, but it's not to touch or to play. So she don't want any man to touch it or to play with it, but she is going naked because other women, they like to be touch and play. So this is what we have, we display is not for you to touch or to play with. uh, and Muhammad, he was sitting in the Kaaba watching women naked, and he saw this women. And then after that, Muhammad, not before, like you will notice that Muhammad never said, never, not even a single verse in the Quran saying don't go around the Kaaba naked. You know what I mean?
Not a single.
I mean, when Jesus, when the Jews, they were buying and selling, not going naked around the temple, not in the temple, you know, not inside even the square of the temple. Like the temple have many squares. The outside skirt of the temple, Jesus, he flipped tables on them. He said, "You are making the house of my father a bazaar." Muhammad is watching women going naked around the Kaaba and men totally naked, and he
Like a
never
nude
shouts
beach.
saying, "Stop doing that." Why? What do you think? Isn't it
I
this is
mean,
the
he hasn't gone naked, but he wants the Muslim girls to wear the hijabs and all that stuff. Like,
even that one, it was when he because he was of the hijab, because it was of his jealousy. Umar al-Khattab, he was to harass his wives. Muhammad is a coward. Umar, he harassed the wife of Muhammad, and Muhammad don't dare to say to Umar, "Stop doing that." And Umar is the one who make an excuse saying, "Yeah, come on, man, I order your wife to cover themselves." So Muhammad, he came with the hijab. In fact, Umar, he says, Allah and Allah, he took from me, Allah, he agreed with me in three. Some hadith says 10: the Kaaba, the hijab, and the station, the PlayStation of Abraham. Those are coming from Muhammad, from Umar. Even Muhammad, he says, if there is a prophet to come after me, it's going to be Umar.
because he's the last prophet too.
Yeah, no, he can hire you.
Yeah, for sure.
But you see, my point is, if I am prophet of God, shouldn't it be the first, and this is the house of God, shouldn't be the first thing I say, scream against, is women and men having sexual nude party around the Kaaba? The Muslims always, they keep mentioning to us saying that the people, they used to have idols around the Kaaba, correct?
Yes, yes.
But they
Still
never
inside,
mention,
right? Too.
yeah, but they never mention that the Prophet of Allah, he went so angry against men and women going naked. And there's not a single verse in the Quran saying so. Not a single verse against going naked around the Kaaba. In fact, until now, the Muslim, they go naked around the Kaaba. They wore just a sheet,
Yeah, that's true. Just a Buddha sheet.
which is obviously been taken from the Buddhist. If you go and check the Hindu and the Buddhist monks, you will see this is the dress code exactly. They shave their head. They have a black stone, which is a sexual stone, and they show one shoulder, which is exactly the same shoulder the Muslim they show when they go and do their Hajj. It is 100%. And remember, some people will say to you, well, how they want to steal this from the Hindus and the Buddhists. My friend, India is so close to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
It's so close. Some people think that India is far. It is so close. If I go right now,
People used to travel all the time, like the Mongols used
no,
to
no,
go
no, just to
everywhere.
show
They went
you,
from
how close it is. I mean, people, they think that I mean, this is impossible. What India have to do with Saudi Arabia? If we go right now and we open the maps, let me do it. All right, just to show you how close Saudi Arabia is. This is, remember before there's no Emirat and Dubai and those countries. This is all Arabian Peninsula. So look how close it is India. This is India, my friend. Now it's called Pakistan, right? This is now, it's called Pakistan. And this is here Bandar Abbas. This is Iran. And here this is India. They are so close. And everybody knows that the Arab, they have a trade line with India, with China, non-stop. So when they say how they are going to do that, where India is far, it's not far. This is Karachi as an example. This is Karachi. How far it is from the beach here? Not far. So,
Yeah, for sure.
and remember at that time, there's no borders, there's no passport. People just go and enter any place they want. You know, it's not like now you have to take a visa, and there is a police, and there is border control. You know.
I just really don't. I really appreciate you showing me this. I just really don't understand how so many people can fall into the satanic religion. Like, they're just so blind. I don't get it. I really don't. It doesn't make any sense.
Well, I'm glad for you. You decide to leave Islam, my friend. I'm happy to have you, and I will be happy to help your mother anytime you can. You wish to call me. And if you have a friends, they are trying to convince you that Islam is a good religion, tell them come and speak to this guy. I will be watching. I want to see who is the winner. All right.
Oh yeah, me too. God bless you, Safi. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Take care. God bless, and I will pray for your mother. Take care. You know, you notice a lot of people who they start studying and reading, you know, they are leaving Islam. I mean, how many people they call us just in the last week, they are ex-Muslims? Incredible number. Honestly, incredible number. So when the Muslim they speak about that our scriptures corrupted, you Christian don't defend. Tell them, okay, the scriptures of Allah is corrupted, and you will see how the Muslim face flip upside down. Islam is stupid. Use their stupidity to get them busted. Islam literally stupid. The Quran says Allah sent the Torah, Allah sent the Injil. So when a Muslim he say the Torah and the Injil are corrupt, he is saying to you that the book of his God is corrupt. He's not talking about your book, because we don't believe Allah is the one who sent them, right? So right away say to him, thank you very much, congratulations. So your God Allah, he sent the Injil and he cannot protect his Injil. Ha ha ha. The Muslim right away, he will put his tail between his legs and he will turn his back and go back home. Don't defend. Say, I agree. The book of Allah is corrupt. Thank you very much. You proved to me that Allah is not capable of protecting himself and protecting his words. I do not even need to prove it. You just did to me. And what make it more funny, that the stupid Quran, you see this guy, Sabeel Ahmed, he said that people, they diluted the scriptures being given to Isa, or supposedly Jesus, or Moses. But the stupid Quran says, confirming what is with them. Confirming what is in their hands. Do you see it? People, do you see it? So how the Quran confirming what we have in our hands, and then you will see this scumbag from who live in Illinois saying that the book of the Christian and the Jews is corrupted. If he said, oh, he's talking about that time is 600 years after Jesus. You know what I mean? If he said this is about that time, well, this is 600 years after Jesus, my friend. The Muslim, they keep accusing Paul that he is the one who changed Christianity. But this is 600 years after Paul. This is 600, almost 700 years after Paul. The Quran confirmed the book is with us. The Muslim in their mosque and their speeches, they say our book is changed. Do you see how they are diluted? Do you see how they are hypocrite? Do you see why we laugh at their cult? Do you see why we consider Islam as a mockery to the man brain? Islam is a mockery. Somebody said, okay, he was going to convert to Islam after watching the video of Zakir Naik, and now after watching my videos, he decided not to convert to Islam. All right, I see. Well, it's okay. I advise you to convert to Islam, my friend. First of all, Allah will make your penis endless, and that is a reward for you. But don't forget to take a selfie picture with your penis when you have it, because I believe this is not a reward. This is the most torture way to walk. Imagine you have a penis in front of you and it is endless. You can't even walk forward. You have to drag it and walk backward. When Muhammad, he make promises, his promises is stupid, is meant only for stupid ones. So when somebody says to me, I was thinking to convert to Islam, I will say to you, my friend, no, you were not thinking. You were a donkey. Because there's no way you were thinking. There's no way you were thinking. How in the world anyone can believe in such a thing and he say he was thinking? Anyone in the world believe that there is God, he promised us at least 80,000 little boys in heaven. I mean, even in slavery in heaven to boys. To boys. Boys. You have to be a pervert, literally a pervert, in order to enjoy little boys who they are so white, because Muhammad is racist, to be your servant. The Muslim, they say, no, we will not have sex with them. Even if you say so, as you claim, which is not true. Even if you say so, that to prove that you are a pervert. I will be so upset if I have little boy serving me. This is inhumane. This is unjust. This is ungodly. And how many boys? At least 80,000 boys. 80,000 boys. There's a video on YouTube. It's called The Description of Paradise from the Dean Show. Go watch it and die laughing. The guy, he said to you in the video, in the heaven, brother, the heaven of Allah, brother, I cannot describe for you how beautiful the heaven of Allah. Brother, I can't describe for you. 2 seconds after, he said, and now let me describe for you the heaven of Allah. You just said, no, you cannot describe it. And then he said, in the heaven, brother, in the heaven of Allah, brother, you have 4 doors. What? You have 4 doors. I have what? Your house, brother, in the heaven have 4 doors. My house in the heaven have 4 doors? Yes, brother. And you enter from 1 door. Go watch the video. You will die. Actually, once I played this seminar this video in a seminar in the Philippines. People fell in the floor. The church, I mean, people really fell down in the floor from laughing, especially with my comments. You know my comment. You know the thing. You know. There is a guy. He was like over heavy duty with his size. He said, "Please stop. I cannot breathe. Oh my God." Please, you know, and we felt that he might die because it's so hot. It's a Philippine, you know, and the guy can't breathe. You know, you can feel his chest, you know. I mean, like it's like a chimney. Please, oh God, you know, like, you know, he said, take him out, man. I don't want the guy to die because of me, you know. And they brought to me somebody. He was a principal of a school, and they told me that this guy, this is a different one, different speech. This guy is thinking to convert to Islam. I said, fine. When he come and he said, go walk behind him and put your 2 hands in his shoulder, I will know that this is the guy. So then the guy, he came and he said, and I played the video, the same video we are talking about. Then I asked him, I did not tell him that they told me that you are thinking to convert to Islam. They asked him, so what do you think? He looked at me, he said, this is really Islam? I said, yeah, this is really Islam. What do you think? He says, this is not what they told me. Like, he is out. He cannot believe that what I said. As you see, it's not even me I'm talking. I'm playing video for you. It's not me talking. It's not me reading. So because he could not believe, this is Islam, brother. You will have, your house will have 4 doors. Brother, you enter from 1 door. And by the way, this is what I do in seminars. I draw. I always ask for a board behind me, and I draw in it. So, brother, you enter from 1. Are you, brother, following with me, brother? You enter from 1 door. Okay, which one, brother? This door. Another door is for your servant. You have 80,000 servants, brother. Brother, how many? 80,000 servant, brother. Brother, are you sure? Yes, brother. 80,000 little boys. All of them, they will enter from this door. I mean, look how organized the house of the heaven you have. Okay, what about the other 4 doors? About 2 doors. 80,000. 80K little boys. And this is the door you enter. You enter. And what about the other door? There's a door, brother. Every Friday, an angel of Allah, he come to you and he sing a song for you. Angel of Allah. And he say to you, Allah told me to say to you, we miss you. Come and visit us. And brother, this will happen every Friday. Every what? Every Friday, brother. And the second you open this door here, you are going now to visit Allah. You are going to visit Allah. Okay? The second you open the door, brother, there's a shower will come in the top of your head. What? Yes, brother. There's a shower. You open the door. It's like your mother-in-law. She put like a cradle of sewage water. So you open the door, brother, and the shower with musk. Look, the shower from with musk. You open the door, and now you are here under the door. Let me draw you. This is you. Under the door, and right away you are going to visit Allah, because Allah will not let you get in. You stink. You know, you have to take a shower first. You open the door, brother. Automatic solar system, brother. Sensor, brother. You will have a shower, and then you go to Allah, and then we go to the second stage. When you go to Allah, every Muslim, he have a chair. What? Yes, brother. Every Muslim, he have a chair. How many Muslims we have in the world? You know? Every Muslim will have a chair, brother. Yes, brother. And not only that, brother, your name is on church. It says in the chair, it says reserve. Look how you know the Muslim, you go to Egypt, you see the people, they are climbing over the window. In the heaven, they have names, they have order. So if everybody have a name and he have a chair, how in the world I will find my chair? If we are now more than 1 billion Muslim, by the time I find my chair is going to be eternal life. And then after we sit in the chair, we have a stage. We have what? Yes, brother, we have a stage. What do you mean you have a stage? Brother, we have a stage. Okay, stage. Okay, what we have in the stage? Brother, guess who is going to be in the stage, brother? Okay, who is going to be in the stage? Brother, we will have a brother. First of all, brother, guess who is going to go on the stage and sing, brother? Michael Jackson? No, brother. Trump? Brother. Trump. I would like to see Ivanka, not Trump. You know, at least something look nicer. Okay, Obama? Oh, brother, no way. Obama. What about his wife? Her voice is not good. Okay, I give up. Who is going to be the first one who stand on the stage and he will sing for us, brother? Oh, Prophet Muhammad, brother. Are you sure? First one? Oh, sorry, not Prophet Muhammad. Is going to be a Prophet David. Okay. So David, he stand on the stage. This is David. And he have a microphone in the front of him. La 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 la. La 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 takbir la 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 la. So David, he will recite verses from the book of Psalm, brother. And brother, when David he recite, the birds and the water, they will stop. And now I know why we have a frozen water in the faucet for the last week. It was David singing. And then brother, Allah will ask us, have you ever heard something beautiful more than this? All the Muslims, they will say, no way, Allah. No way, Allah. This is the most beautiful thing. And then, brother, guess who is going to go on the stage after David, brother? Who? Prophet Muhammad, brother. Really? Yes, brother. Prophet Muhammad. And then Prophet Muhammad, he will recite the chapter of Muhammad. This is Muhammad now. And he have the microphone. And Muhammad, he start reciting the chapter of Muhammad. Kill them, eat them, if them, you know. And then Allah will ask the Muslims, have you ever heard more beautiful than this? The Muslim, they will say, Takbir, no way, Takbir, no way, no way, Allahu Akbar. And then, brother, guess who is going to be the third one who will sing in the stage? Anyone can guess? Who is the third one will be in the stage? First is David. Second is Muhammad. Who is the third? Who wanna guess? Who wanna guess? Let us see. Who of you wanna guess? Who is going to be the third singer in the party every Friday? Anyone? Anyone have an idea? Aisha? No. Allah. Allah, brother, Allah. Allah, let us draw Allah. I'm just trying to draw him as description of the Quran. He have one shin, you know, this is the leg of Allah, one leg. He have two hands, both of them in the right side. There's no hands in the left side. And each hand have 5 fingers. Let us make some thin lines for the fingers. The fingers of Allah, 5 fingers. All right. I cannot draw now the eyes, but anyway, you got the idea. And now Allah, they will bring a microphone for him for sure. It's have to be a big microphone. I mean, Allah is so big, man. Is Akbar. Allah is big, you know, Akbar. This is Akbar himself is going to sing. You know, this is the microphone. And now Allah, Ar-Rahman, is going to recite the chapter of Ar-Rahman. La 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 la. And then Allah will ask the Muslims, have you ever heard more beautiful and sexy than this? The Muslim, they will say, no way, Allah. No way, Allah. We never heard. However, this stupid drama will happen next Friday. And the 3 singers will sing the same song, and the same question will be asked. Each one of them he sing. Did you ever heard better than this? You stupid. Isn't this what you said last week? I mean, who is better now? Allah or Abraham or David or Muhammad? Allah. Second, Muhammad. Third is David. But how then next week you ask them, have you ever heard? When David is sing, you say to them, have you ever heard better than this? They say no. You stupid, you forgot what you heard last week? Isn't it Allah last week he won the FIFA? Just last Friday, Allah he won the FIFA. And you are telling them, have you ever heard somebody play better than this? Is it Allah last Friday is the winner? And Muhammad was second? And David was third? And now David again is number 1? I wish I can play for you the video, but they will flag it, as usual. So, this is Islam. It's a mockery. It's a mockery for a human being. There's no way anyone, he have little brain. This is why when somebody says to me, I was thinking to convert to Islam. My friend, you never think. You're a donkey. Even if you decide not to leave to Islam yet, or you decide not to leave at all, still, by thinking for a second to convert, you are a donkey. Don't even try to fight the thought that you are a donkey, because there's no way a human being have a brain, he will accept those stories. Every Friday, what about Saturday, brother? How come the party is not Saturday? Saturday, the Bible says don't do any parties. Right? Stay home. Friday. Allah party is a Friday night. Nightclub. The nightclub of Allah. You know? Who in the world would believe in such a, and you know, and the three singers, I mean, look at this heaven. Imagine you have three singers for eternity. How boring. For eternity, you have three singers, David, Muhammad, and Allah. Every Friday. And who dare not to show up? Huh? Who dare not to show up? You are invited every Friday. You like not to go, not to, you have to go. Any Muslim here have any thing to say? Let me see if I can find the hadith, so we can share it with you, the story I was reading for you. uh, hmm. Let us see. But anyway, I can find a better way actually. Actually, there's a hadith says that the people of Jannah, they enter upon Allah every day twice, and He recite for them the Quran. Let us see. I'm just trying to find it in English for you. Let's see if we can find it. If we can find it in English, then we have to look for you for the story in YouTube, where the Deen Show description of paradise. Deen Show. Here we go. If you want to go and check what I just said to you word by word, this is the video. Search for this title and you tell me if you are going to die laughing or not. You tell me. Description of paradise between two brackets Jannah, Dr. Ibrahim Durmali. I challenge any Muslim to say Christian Prince is lying. I have it. This is your Deen Show. For those, brother, Allah will sing, Muhammad will sing, David will sing, and each time they sing, Allah, He asks, have you ever heard better than this? Have you? No. Yeah. Anyway, look like we are out of Muslims. There's no Muslim today. We have only one person who left Islam. We are happy for him, and I hope soon his family, they will leave Islam too. I feel sorry for our brother who called us, who the Muslim kidnapped his father, and obviously they killed him, and he know nothing about him since then. But obviously they killed him. You know, this is what usually they do. They're very merciful, very friendly, very beautiful religion. It's called Islam. All right. Dean Shaw is now buying a church. You know, when people they say somebody is saying buying a church, they are not buying a church. You know, those churches in USA, anyone can open a church. You know, you make a barn, you convert it to a church. This is not a church. So when people they say they are buying a church, this is not. It used to be. You know, in USA, those are private property owned by a group of people. They are not owned by organization. So I open a church now. I buy a property. And I put a sign and make it a church. That is a church. When they say to you they are buying, those people, they move to different place, and or maybe they cannot even afford to spend their money on it. If it became so big and they have low income, they sell it. It's not a big deal. Let them buy any building they want, but we are here building a human being. And we will make all those mosques in the future churches. Just wait. As you see, Muslim, they watch, they hear, even the one who try to deny and try to reject what we are saying, but is inside him, deep inside him, he cannot refute us. I mean, look, everything we said, here we go. I challenge anyone to tell me that the story I just told is a lie. The video is there. Allah will sing for you. David will sing for you. Muhammad will sing for you, and each Friday they will ask you the same questions. Each one of you have a chair in the presence of Allah, and you have a card Allah will give you, and you have your name on the chair. Go watch it, and when you enter the heaven, Allah will make you so white. He will make you drink a drink, and you will have a diarrhea. Watch it. Watch it and die laughing. This is the video almost killed the guy in the church I was doing seminar in. He could not take it. You know, they said to me, you know, the video by itself, I mean, it's stupid, but it's not like too much of a comedy. But with your comment, it is hilarious. You know? So I play 2 seconds or few seconds and I make a comment and people die laughing. I wish I can play it for you here, but you know what they would do. You know? This is Islam. This is exactly Islam. It's a fraud. It's a fiction for the stupid ones. And if you are a stupid one, I mean, there is nobody can protect you from your stupidity. Right? Only stupid people can think for a second that Islam is even a religion. This is just a collection of, you know, cartoons and violent and evil, sex with kids, kidnapping women, lying to your wife, the wife lying to her husband. It has zero morality, zero ethic. Actually, Muhammad have a way behind zero. And when Muhammad, according to Muslims, Muhammad get tested, maybe I should make a video about, maybe it's a coming video. Guys, do you know how Muhammad get tested? How Allah he tested Muhammad? Anyone knows? Anyone knows how Allah tested Muhammad? Who knows? Muhammad and the companions, how Allah he tested them? How strong their faith is. Let us see if any of you knows. You don't know? You guys are not learning good. Suicide? No. The Jew asked 3 questions. No, this is the Jews testing Muhammad, not Allah. Khadija? No. This is Khadija testing the angel by doing striptease. Thank you, Dalia. Here we go. Dalia, she got the answer. Dalia, I will make you an admin for giving the answer correct. I never saw this name before, but I will give her the admin. Here we go. You got a hat, Dalia. Thank you. Look what Dalia, she said. He tested his prophet by lies. have you ever heard of God who order and make a command of an army of lice to attack the believer to the point Muhammad have lice in his nose, in his tongue, in his ear, in his pant, in his panty, in his ass, in his anus, in his private part, in his balls, I mean, all over. The test of belief for the prophethood is lice. The prophet was full of lice. The Muslim, when they pray, lice used to drop over their faces, their noses, their hair, their shoulders. Umar al-Khattab used to smash them and the blood come all over his arm, his neck, his face. Lice, brother, there's lice there. Imagine if this has happened to Jesus and the companion. You see, Jesus, he went to the wilderness and he fasted for 40 days. Muhammad, he was struggling with lice for 40 years. Actually, I heard, I'm not sure it's true, I don't know if it's fake news or not, don't take me accountable for it, please. I heard that one of the lice, she used to live in the panty of the prophet. She is going to write a book because she was a first-hand witnesses for what happened there. So she will write a book. It's called the Diary of a Prophet Muhammad. I mean, she is a first witness. You know, she see everything. She live in the bushes around the penis of the prophet. And she will take some information from the lice who live in the back door, you know, the anus. I mean, I never heard that there is a religion and there is a God. He examined how strong the faith of people by lice. And this is telling you how clean was the prophet. And this guy, Sabeel Ahmed, he have a video about the prophet, his teaching for fighting disease and hygiene. Prophet of Allah, he said, when you do sneeze, put your hand over your mouth. Do you know, brother, how much this is help for health protection? But he will not say you that Muhammad, he said that because shaitan, he jump in your mouth. Not because he is talking about health, you liar. According to Muhammad, shaitan, he jump in your mouth and he laugh at you. So what it was made for funny purpose, fiction purpose, suddenly become a science. Muhammad hygienes, and then we find that Muhammad is full of lies. Muhammad taking shower with dead dogs, women blood from period. Muhammad, he go to the woman, her name Haram. He sit in her lap and she take lice from his head. I don't know. My head is scratching. I forgot I'm an Arab. I don't know. What is that? Oh, this is not a lice. Sound like big. It's like an elephant. What the heck is that? What? What I found in my hair? Now I feel jealous from Sam Shamoun. Those things will never live there. If you have a hair like Sam Shamoun, you know, so long hair like Sam Shamoun, you know. Anyway, I'm not going to tell you what I found in my head now. You know, it was really big and beautiful, you know, like Zainab bint Jahsh. Ah, this is Zainab bint Jahsh was holding in my hair. Alhamdulillah. She is the wife of my son. Alhamdulillah. She is big and beautiful and white and I like her. Alhamdulillah. And I went to the house of my daughter-in-law and I flirted with her. Alhamdulillah. And I said to her, you're so good looking. Alhamdulillah. She looked at me, she said, oh, shame on you. I will tell my husband, okay? He is going to leave me for you. Look at a whore. I mean, have you ever heard of a whore? A guy, he flirt with her and she is married. She like it? Unless she is a whore, obviously they are sleeping together. A woman, she is married in the house of her husband. The guy claimed to be his father, flirting with her. If she is decent, she will take off her shoe and she will hit the hell of him. But because she is a whore, she like it. You know? Oh, Prophet, please, stop, please, stop. No, please, stop. Listen. Praise be to Allah. He fled my heart for you. Oh, please, Prophet, this is not your heart. I see it. It's going, it's growing. I see it there. I don't want to look down. Please, please, don't. No, brother, Prophet, don't touch, Prophet. Don't touch. Listen to me. I'm not touching you. Those are my hands. If I want to touch you, I will not use my hands. Trust me. Oh, Prophet, you are so nasty. You are so dirty. What are you talking about? Oh, no, please, please stop. This is really too much. I cannot handle it. Oh, boy, you have no idea. You are right. You cannot handle it. Just wait until we see. Oh, Prophet, I heard that Allah, He sent you a dish of shish kebab and you ate a dish of shish kebab and you get the power of 40 men. Is that what you are talking about, Prophet? Exactly. 40 men, they will sleep with you in one night. Oh, Prophet, I cannot wait for that. 40 men, you promise? Yes, I promise. Prophet? Prophet? Hey, Prophet, we just get married, man. Where is the 40 men and the dishes of shish kebab and the kufta and the guy? You cannot handle it. Hey, Prophet, woke up. It's our first night. Prophet, what are you doing, Prophet? I cannot wait. I left my husband for your sake. And now you are sleeping. Okay, I will wait for him until he wake up. Hey, Prophet, Alhamdulillah, you are up. I was asleep. Yes, Prophet, I was like trying to wake you up, but your sleep is so heavy. I feel sleepy still. I will go back to sleep, and then you'll find a verse about this in the Quran. Aisha, she come to him and she wanted to have sex. So what Muhammad, he said, من شر واقب إذا وقب ثاقب إذا وقب. You go and you read the interpretation, you will see, from the evil when the penis stand. Muhammad, he cannot do it. Hold on. Oh boy. I'm done an hour ago. You guys are taking me forever. Shame on you. All right. Chapter 113. If you go to the tafsir, you will see it says وَمِن شَرِّ غَاسِقٍ إِذَا وَقَبْ. You read and it says from the evil when the penis stand up. So the wives of Muhammad, they come to Muhammad, they want to do boom boom. Muhammad, he claimed that the devil is making them come and play with his hair so they can do boom boom, but he cannot do it. This is an excuse. And then, in order to cover himself why he cannot do boom boom, he say, from the evil of those who do witchcraft. From the evil of those who do witchcraft, casting spell by blowing on the knot. Then we will find a hadith to complete the story that a man who is a Jew, he made knots on Muhammad by taking hair from his anus, peace be upon his anus, and he was able to control him, and Muhammad was bewitched. And how he was bewitched, his brain, his penis, nothing is functioning. So you will find here Aisha, she's saying that the Prophet, he imagined himself having sex with his wife. In fact, he never did so. The Prophet continued for such and such a period, imagining that he had slept, boom, boom, sexual intercourse with his wife. In fact, he did not. Why? Here it says, because he was under the influence of effect of a black magic. Do you see it? Huh? Hey people, do you see it? The Prophet, he is so proud about his private part, but when the wife, they took him into test, he could not do anything. All his wife, he imagined himself. Hey honey, are we going to do boom boom tonight? Oh, what are you talking about? Yes, night. We have a lot of boom boom. I cannot even move. Prophet, you did not even touch any of us. What are you talking about? I have witnesses. Okay, what is your witnesses? I have a lot of lice in my hair, in my pant, in my, you know, all over. You can ask them. And then they will bring you Zakir Naik. Christian Prince. First of all, when the Prophet he have under the influence of black magic, he was controlled by black magic, and that's why he could not have sexual intercourse. Zakir Naik, I will cut my both arms if you yourself can have sexual intercourse. Christian Prince, I threaten you, to me and you, we have a challenge together. And let us see have sexual intercourse and see who can do it better. Zakir Naik, you want to do like live on air, right? Live show, who can do better sexual intercourse? Exactly. Zakir Naik, did you lose your mind? Christian Prince, first of all, this is a trend about religion, and Islam says there is no shameful act in religion. There is no shameful act in religion. Well, this is no shameful act in Islam. I mean, how you Muslim measure that Muhammad, you have the power of 40 men? Did you have like FIFA program for effing at that time? And your prophet, he beat 40 men? How you know? How you measure that? Christian Prince. First of all, Prophet of Allah said that he have the power of 40 men. That means he have a power of 40 men. How he measure it? Allahu Alam. Me myself, I wasn't there. However, I believe the Prophet was telling the truth. Okay, how you explain to me he have the power of 40 men, but the guy, he is not even having sex and he could not even have kids? I mean, why this guy having too much sex but there's no kids? Is he shooting in the wrong place? Christian Prince. First of all, the Prophet was very good in aiming. He is very good in what? In aiming. He is very good in aiming. Are you blind? Don't you see the hadith in front of us? If he is good at aiming, he will be good at aiming in the dream. It says here he imagined, continued for such a such period, imagining Zakir Naik. Christian Prince. It doesn't matter. The Prophet, he aimed perfectly. And if he could not shoot when he is awake, that will not attain the fact that he is so good in shooting when he is dreaming. But Zakir, this is not about dreaming when he's really sleeping. This guy is imagining when he's awake. Exactly. And that make him the best of shooting. Because now he is awake and he is shooting. But Zakir Naik, he was shooting at the pillow, at the goat, not his wives. So why you are saying to me he is the best of shooting? It doesn't matter. First of all, when you aim to shoot, you are shooting at the most hard shooting is the one you shoot at the moving target. Moving target, why his wife, they keep moving? Exactly. The wife of the Prophet, they are very horny. And because they are horny, they are boiling. And because they are boiling, they are keep moving target. So the Prophet is not easy for him to shoot. And this is why he did not have to have kids with them. They keep moving. He shoot, he hit the pillow. He shoot, we hit the door. We shoot. No wonder Muhammad, he have many bandage over his private part. Christian Prince, respect yourself. First of all, the Prophet, he didn't have a single bandage over his part. So what do you mean? What you are talking about? How you know? How you know? Christian Prince, the Prophet of Allah, he have the best penis ever. Have you ever heard of a religion? The follower of it, they are proud about penis of their Prophet. Honestly, have you ever heard Buddhists, Hindus, any? They are proud about the penis of a Prophet. Have you? Isn't it this is telling you that the whole story, this mad religion is stupid? The Prophet, he can if 40 as 40 men. I mean, what will happen if he can if as 39? Is that will like make him not qualified to be prophet? Is that what the quality of a prophet is about? And then we find Muhammad, because all Muslim prophet, they are so good in ifing, man. You will find Suleiman, he decided to if 100 women. We look for Suleiman if 100 women. Give me some water, man. You see, guys, how much I spend time just to teach you? Every day, almost 5-6 hours. This is too much, isn't it? And here, this story isn't about effing, but here is something. That's why I decided to drink water, in case you not know. I don't know if you notice what's happening here. The Prophet, he said that there is a water, it's called the fountain of Hayat. What is called, brother? The fountain of Hayat. Brother, at the rock, there was a water spring called Al-Hayat. Hayat means the life. And none come in touch with it, water, but become alive. Ooh, I just touch it. I'm full of life. I'm so strong now. I was so tired. I just touched the water, brother. Al-Hayat. And now we know where the movie, the Pirate of the Caribbean story is coming from. The Fountain of Youth is a very old legend. Start even before this, the legend of Gilgamesh. Anyone remember the story of Gilgamesh? They go and they run to find the Fountain of Life, which is located in Qatar. Sorry, in Bahrain, close to Qatar, which does not exist. It's a fiction. So he go there to find the Fountain of Youth. And now this is Muhammad, the stupid Muhammad. He copy a legend and he make it a real story that Moses and his servant Yeshua, son of Nun, look, he's a son of Nun, which means the son of the whale. Brother, perfect name. Yeshua, the son of Nun. And they ride a whale. They took a whale with them here, it says. They took a whale with them and they put him in the basket. Have you ever heard of a whale can fit in a basket? I think looked like at that time the whale they used to be in the size of a sardine. And the whale is dead. But when they arrive to the Fountain of Youth, some drop of water fall over the whale. And the whale, like, suddenly he opened his eyes, like, boing. He looked around him. What the heck? I'm alive again. Oh boy. I thought I'm dead. This is what happened when the water of life fell on you. And you know, the Prophet himself, the one we are talking about, is Al-Khadr. Why he is called Al-Khadr? Because he drank from the Fountain of Youth. And because he drank from the Fountain of Youth, he sweat from the water of the Fountain of Youth. So if he sat in any dry grass, under his ass the grass will turn green. This is why his name is Al-Khadr, which means green, because he drank from the Fountain of Youth. And here you notice that everything Muhammad he say, it is scientifically proven to be accurate, brother. You know, this is absolutely true. So spring of cold Al-Hayat, none come in touch with it but become alive. So some of the water of that spring fall over the fish. Oh boy. Brothers and sisters, please, please, please keep this water away from your mother-in-law if she die. Don't let it even get close to her. She died and now finally she's leaving. And now your wife, she will take 2 drops or 1 drop of the Fountain of Youth. And she drop it in the top of her. And your mother-in-law is back to life. Oh boy. Oh boy. Or finally your husband, who you don't like at all, he pass away. And then your mother-in-law, she bring that water and she made a drop of water in the top of his head. Oh boy. And be careful, don't put it in his mouth, because he will go back to the time of being infant. You know, don't do that. He will become so young. Unbelievable. Yeah, pizza. This is the Prophet Pizza, peace be upon him. And the stories is sahih. You know, look, this is Al-Bukhari. They cannot say this is da'if. This is sahih story. Authentic, authentic, brother. It is very authentic. This reminds me of the guy who called me from Indonesia. Christian Prince, answer my question. And I was saying to myself in my head, what the heck with that guy? Why he's talking like this? Christian Prince, please answer my question. And what else? Why you are not answering my question? You promised me to answer the question, Christian Prince. And I say, like, man, please, God, don't send me those people, you know. I'm going to jump from the Christian brains. Why you did not answer my question? Well, Jesus said us. He didn't say us, Christian brains. You know, this is what the Muslims are busy with. All those stories make sense for them. Jesus being God doesn't make sense. The fountain of youth, and then the whale, he come back to life, and then he go in the water, and behind him the ocean become like a tunnel. Look, what the heck? They were able to follow the trace of the whale in the ocean. Look, 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 brother. The narrator added, so they come back, retracting their steps, and then they found in the sea the way of the fish looking like a tunnel. Laka, laka, laka. This is the first time I heard that somebody can trace somebody when he is on the water. Wherever he walk, this whale, he swim, it become like a tunnel, brother. Just imagine it. So now from the beach, they notice that there's a tunnel in the water. It's a water tunnel, not rocks. And they go and walk in it. Moshe, brother Moshe, and the brother Yeshua ibn Nun. They keep going in the tunnel, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Guys, come tomorrow because this is very far distance. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. We did not even pass 10 meters. So if you think I'm going to be done soon, you are mistaken. Keep going, keep going, keep going. We're in the tunnel. Should I draw it? I love that, you know me, that's my hobby to draw, I was born as an artist, Picasso, actually, why they call him Picasso? Because I gave him the peak of art. And because of me, he becomes so. That's why his name is Picasso. So I gave him the peak, and because of me, he becomes so. He become an artist. So ask him, just ask him. I have real witnesses. I have real witnesses. As the lies, they were there. So they keep going in the tunnel, brother, and so there was astonishing event for his attendant. What? There was a FIFA festival. Messi was there. Maradona, Pelé, Shukutuku. What the heck? And there was a tunnel for the fish. When they reached the rock, like, what the heck? There's a tunnel and now they reached the rock? I mean, why in the hell there's a rock in the middle of the tunnel, man? Somebody put it in the way of the highway? They found the man covered with garment. Look at this man. Mystery. So they go in the tunnel inside the ocean. And then they keep walking, until you can imagine how much they keep walking, keep walking, walking, come tomorrow, walking, and then after you keep walking for like tens of hours, they arrive and they found a rock, and the guy sitting in the top of the rock, and he is covering himself by a garment. Moses greeted him. The man said, astonishingly, is there any such a greeting in your land? I mean, you met him in the middle of the ocean and you're asking about the land? What the heck? Moses said, Moses. Look like at that time, Moses is very well known over the internet. Everybody knows Moses. You go to America, they know Moses. You go to Taiwan, they know Moses. You go to China, Moshe, okay, Moses, I'm Moses, man. And supposedly, come on, you don't know Moses. I am Moses, the man said. Moses of Bani Israel. Look. It turned to be that Moshe is so famous. He not only know his name, he know what is coming from, and he is son of who? What is missing his account in Twitter and in Facebook? You mean Moshe, the son of Israel? Musa said to him, and he's proud, yeah, it's me. It's me. And added, may I follow you so that you teach me something? of the knowledge which you have been taught? Quran chapter 18 verse number 86. You know, look at this. Kusa, Mr. Zucchini, every day he come here and he say the same thing. Christian Prince, you are not telling the truth. You eat it. I'm showing this in the screen, your hadith, your prophet story. And you are telling me I'm not telling the truth? Isn't this what your prophet said? What do you mean I'm not telling the truth? I mean, the story in the front of our eyes, and this is recited, written, translated, published by you Muslims, and you say to me, I'm not telling the truth. Are you mentally ill? Or you are just a zucchini? This is what Kusa mean. Are you serious? Isn't it this is Al-Bukhari in front of us? What do you mean I'm not telling the truth? I'm just reading. It's in front of you. This is your Islamic website. And here we go. This is the link. I will give you the link just as a gift from me. I wish I can send you some zucchini, man. I mean, why you call yourself last name Zucchini? Are you from the cucumber land? Don't make me fry you. Or boil you. Zucchini. You are lying, Christian Prince. You are not telling the truth. Anyway, you know, by the way, this is why I never get old. I have the water of youth. But you know, I will tell you something happened which is very sad. I met a girl. She was so beautiful. And I told her my secret, that if she marry me, we can drink from the water of youth. I will give her some, and we will live together forever. But she was very greedy. She took too much water, and now she became a sperm. She went beyond the time of existence. Until now, her dad is not, he did not use that sperm. Still, it's in his testicles. I told her, be careful, you cannot drink too much water. I went to the kitchen, I came back. We are going to get married, brother. And she put 3 drops of water in her mouth. And I came back, I found the semen on the table. I looked for her all over. Where are you? Where you go? And then the semen spoke. Honey, sorry, I made a mistake. I drank 3 drops. And I said, what you did? What you did? And then I'm looking at her, and now she's a semen, and she is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And then she said to me, I think I know where I'm going. I said, where? To my dead testicles. I said, okay, may Allah bless your testicle. When you come back, let me know. Okay, we get married. The fountain of youth, Abdul? Your prophet, he found the fountain of life? A water you drink from it. And by the way, according to Muhammad al-Khadr, he was alive in the time of Noah. He was alive in the time of Moses, Abraham. He was alive in the time of Jesus. He was alive, even he was in the funeral of Prophet Muhammad. He's alive until now because he drank from the fountain of youth, man. Are you kidding me? True story. You know? I mean, it's fun to be in the funeral of everybody. Do you think he will be in the funeral of Joe Biden? You know the thing? That will be fun. Do we have any Muhammadan? And here we go. This is Sahih Bukhari, Hadith number 4727. Look, it's a music. Even the numbers, Islamic numbers are musical. 4727, 4727. Fountain of youth, fountain of youth. You drink fountain, you drink fountain, fountain of youth, fountain of youth. You become a baby, you become a baby. Loo, 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 hoo, hoo, hoo. The prophet told a story, prophet told us a story. Must be true, must be true. Fountain of youth, fountain of youth. Will make you youth. What an idiot. What an idiot. Take a beer. Fountain of youth, a tunnel in the ocean. My friend, you are here through recitation of the Quran. That's deep. Guys, did you hear that the recitation of the Quran? Okay, let us go and hear the recitation of the Quran. Which verse you want me to show you? The recitation. Let us go to this one. This one is short. O Prophet, say to this believer, I don't worship what you worship, nor do you worship what I worship, and I will never worship what you worship, and you will not do worship what I worship. For I do not do worship what you worship, and you will not do worship I will worship, and I will never ever do worship what you worship, because you have your religion, I have mine. Wisdom. The holy chapter is I don't worship what you worship, and he kept repeating himself. Did you hear the recitation? If I change one word in this chapter, people would die laughing. Let us change the word worshipped to eat. O Prophet, tell the disbeliever, I eat not what you eat, and you will not eat what I eat, and I will never do eat what you eat, and you will never do eat what I eat, and I will never do eat what you eat, because you don't eat what you eat, and I will never eat what you eat. You have your food, I have mine. That's deep. That is seriously deep. I eat not what you eat. And later we find that he said to them, you will never worship what I worship. And later they became Muslims. Which means this chapter alone is enough to prove to Muhammad as a fraud, because he prophesied that nor you will ever worship what I worship, ever. And later all of them became Muslims. You eat hummus, I eat mine. You have your hummus, I have mine, brother. Do you see it? False prophecy. Who is here for the first time? Are you here for the first time? If you are here for the first time, I feel sorry for you. Let us make a serious prayer that your first time will be your last time. Don't come here again. Warning, warning. Don't forget to subscribe and then unsubscribe, because Allah will give you blessing. If you do subscribe to someone evil and unsubscribe for him, Allah will reward you double. So by subscribing once, Allah will take one deed from you. But by unsubscribing, Allah will double your deed, which means you are a winner anyway. So please keep Muslims, subscribe and subscribe, subscribe. By the end of the day, your bank account will be full of good deeds. Genius, Muhammad. You know, I mean, this is really genius. Allah will double your deed when you don't subscribe, when you unsubscribe from Christian Prince. What the heck? Any Muslim can tell us how the Prophet, he predicted that they will never worship what he worship, and later all of them become Muslims? Huh? Hello? Hello? It's me you're looking for. My family are Muslims, and you are saying we are stupid. My friend, you are need to be respectful. Hello? Mr. Kusa is asking for respect. And don't forget to mention the rest. Your Quran call us animals and monkeys. Hello? So you stupid idiot, you call Christians and Jews pigs, monkeys, kuffar, infidel, worth of the animals, and then you are asking me to speak about Islam in respect. Muslims, people of respect, brother. A lot of respect. The Prophet, as an example, if he decide to respect you, he kill you, he take your wife, he rape her. Do we have any Abdul besides respect Abdul? Even your Prophet, he called his mother najis, filthy. His own mother. If I am you, I will change my name. I mean, why you are causing yourself Kusa, man? Imagine the police, they stop you and you say to you, who are you? He says, Mr. Kusa. The one does not believe in Lord, he is a fool. You just said to me you should be respectful and you are calling me a fool. I mean, look at those people, guys, look at this. The one who don't believe in the Lord, he's a fool. But he was asking me, please be respectful. So if a Muslim, he call us fool, kuffar, pagans, filthy, it's okay. But the one who believe in the fountain of youth is not a fool. Hey, Mr. Kusa, looking at your picture, you look so young. Be honest with me. Did you drink from the fountain of youth? Brother, I don't want to zoom too much. I'm getting dizzy. What is that? Did you really drink from the fountain of youth? Be honest with me. I mean, why you are so handsome and so good looking unless you drunk from the fountain of youth? I'm just asking. I mean, there must be a reason. I'm jealous. I wish I can get the fountain of youth. I don't know. I mean, I got only a few drops of water. I have to save them until I die so I can drink them again and come back to life again, you know, because I use many drops, by the way, because I died many times. Already, like I'm 2,000 years old. Not 2,000, I'm exaggerating now. You know, sometimes we Arab exaggerate. Sorry, it's not 2,000. This is too much. 2,000. I'm 3,000 years old. I just fixed it, didn't I? Because 3,000 is less than 2,000, by the way. Because, you know, you think about it from the other direction. Because 3,000 before Christ. This is not too old. 2,000 from now is really old. You know, but 3,000 before Christ is really fresh because we are going like negative, minus, you know? Like you don't get old in that direction. So like if you say 3,000 before Christ, which is minus, plus 2,000 after Christ, that means 1,000. Hello? Like minus 3,000 plus 2,000 equal to 1,000. So see what I'm talking about? This is our pure Arabic scientific mathematics. Do we have any Muslim here who would like to tell us about the fountain of youth? Huh? You know, guys, imagine if I say to the ladies here, I have the fountain of youth. I will give you some if you give some donation to Allah. Amen. The donation will come to Allah like rain. I will make you 16 years old if you send me to Allah donation. Okay, we have the fountain of youth. I will give you half a drop. Sorry, I cannot give you more. We have a high demand, and half a drop will make you 16 and 2 days. Full drop will make you infant. 2 drop will make you sperm. 3 drops will take you before the cave time. Fountain of youth, huh? And this is the religion of Allah. True story. Look at the story. Man. Yeah, and this is Allah. He is sending Musa's in a mission to learn, supposedly. I love it. I love it. Do we have any Muhammadan want to say anything? There's no Muhammadans. We have only one caller today. Strange. How are you, Indonesia? This guy, he think I'm Indonesian. No, I'm not Indonesian, man. You know why people think I am from Indonesia? I will give you reasons. First of all, because I like rice. Number 2, they think I'm Indonesian because I'm Ustad. Number 3, they think I'm Indonesian because I just came from Singapore. Number 4, people think I am from Indonesia because I speak fluently Indonesian language. you know. Actually, it's not a secret that before me, nobody speak Indonesian language. You know, and the reason I forgot some of it, because I drank the fountain of youth, and you remember, when you drunk from it, you get younger, right? So you lose some of the memory you learned during the time of aging, you know? So like, otherwise I speak really orange, non-stop. When I was in Singapore, I saw an Indonesian girl. I was exiting from, you know, those towers, the one I made a video in them. I don't know, like, I said, where are you from? She said, Indonesia. So I said to her, orange. She have no idea what I'm saying. She go, what? It's orange. I don't know what is that. You know, I think she was trying her best to deceive me, to make me think that I am not speaking good Indonesian. Even though my orange was so clear. And I said to her, are you sure you're Indonesian? You know? She said, yeah. You know? I said, okay. Hello? Orange, you know, which means too many people, you know, too many people in the area. Me, orange. I was saying to her, look how many people, orange. Yeah, in Indonesian language, there is something fun about it. It's like you repeat the word twice, it will make it too many. Like if you see apple, you say apple. You say Abdul, you say Abdul. Too many Abdul. Mashallah. Okay. Orange. Yeah, plural. Like, you know, you see Lisa, if you go to Indonesia and you see Lisa, you say Lisa, this means too many Lisa. I'm just telling you the easy way to learn the language, you know. Go there, like Lisa. Like, actually, when I was in Indonesia, which is not go, I never go there, but I mean, I went there. The guy, he asked me for 10, what the currency there? I forgot, you know. It's not $1, I forgot, I don't know. I think it's called like, not orange, lemon, the currency. So the guy, he said to me, you have to pay 10 lemon, not orange. So I have only 1 lemon. So I said to him, lemon, and I gave him 1. He accepted that as many lemon. And it was like my bill was paid, you know. You don't need to give them that. Just tell them lemon, they will accept it that this is a lot. You use ruby? I forgot, man. I forgot, because, you know, when I was in Indonesia, in the city of Mumbai, in Indonesia, I put my hand in my pocket to get some dollars, and then some water from the fountain, if you have to drop on them, and they transform into rubies. And then I thought I have enough money, but, you know, rubies are not, you know, the value is nothing, you know. So like I said to myself, oh Allah, I am now in Indonesia, in the city of Mumbai, you know, in Indonesia. How I'm going to eat now, you know? And then when I, like, you know, suddenly a white angel, he appeared in front of me, and he, you know, told me you know, like, go there, you know, like he was pointing, not his finger, something else. Go there. So I followed there, you know, and I went to that place, and I found like a free place where they give you food and shelter and everything. And I went there, and, you know, I start eating, and it says free to enter, free entry, you know, in English. But when I try to get out, it says pay here. It turned to be, it's a free entry, but it's not a free to leave, man. I mean, and then and I said, what the heck? You know, the angel, he appeared to me. He said, free, like, to go there. And I saw it says a free entry, you know. And then why, when I go leave, I have to pay. And then I spend in the city of Mumbai in Indonesia, you know, washing dishes. Alhamdulillah. And then after I finish washing all the dishes, and man, in Indonesia, there's a lot of dishes. Imagine there's 200 million, they are eating using dishes. This restaurant I'm talking about, it was serving 200 million Indonesians, all of them in Mumbai, which in Indonesia, which is in the middle of Singapore, you know. So anyway, after, you know, washing dishes, the police of Indonesia in Mumbai, in you know, Casablanca, they said, okay, you can go, you are free, you know. And then because now I became a free, I said, thank you Allah, I'm not going to go to Indonesia no more. And since then, I don't live in Indonesia. I decided to move to Java, you know, which is in India, you know, and then I said, you know what, I will go to nice desert land. I like to live in the desert. And I asked them, what is the desert? They said to me, go to a city called Bali. In Italian, they call it Bilaloo. Bilaloo, Bali, So I said, Bali, okay, Bali. And so I called my cousin Anthony, hey, Tony, let us go to Bali. And we went to Bali and we opened a pizza restaurant. And there we start our business to announce ourselves as a prophet of Allah. My cousin Anthony, his name now is Khalid ibn al-Walid, the companion of Allah Messenger. And he is a very well-known ustad in Indonesia. Big money, a lot of money. $10,000 each time he make a speech. Free pizza, free hotel, free hummus. All of this in Bali, brother. And then, I said, okay, my cousin is doing successful business. Let me start a business myself. So I changed, because, Thailand is very close. And then I said to myself, I think I have to do something, those people in Indonesia, they know how my voice is. So I need to change that. And even I don't want to even make them to think I am not from there. So, I decided to change how I look like, So I made a plastic surgery in Thailand, peace be upon Thailand people. And then I came to, Indonesia, and then right now my name is Ustad Dr. Abdi Haidat. And I dress like, Abdi Haidat, I dress like, people there. And thank you, Allah, money is coming like rain. Literally. Money, donation, women, brother. Beautiful. I like working as Ustad in Indonesia. Oh boy, I love it. Do we have any Muslim have any objection of the true story I just said? Which I have no witness of it? Anyone? The funny is that the Muslim, they ask for 4 witnesses for fornication, but for the stories about God, they do not ask Muhammad for 1 witness. A stupid fornication, we need 4 witnesses, and they have to see the penis going in and out. And you tell me how in the world you can find 4 witnesses seeing the penis going in and out. They are going, hello, please, can you, hold on, don't move. Yes, stay there, okay. Please move your legs, I cannot see, man. What are you doing? We need to see it. How in the world you can see, how you can get 4 witnesses of a guy doing boom, boom, and they have to see the thing going in and out. At the same time, Muhammad, he go up to heaven. Muhammad, he speak to the angels. Muhammad, he receive Quran. Muhammad, he fly in the top of a donkey. Not a single witness. Any Muhammadan? So for stupid sex, we need 4 witnesses, and we need to see the thing getting in and out. And for a prophet going to heaven, there's no witnesses. Not even half. Any Muhammadan? No, imagine you go home and you find your wife cheating on you, sleeping with somebody. And then, oh, what I can do? I need to have 4 witnesses. He say, guy, please, please, brother, can you keep doing what you are doing until I call my friends, please? Sure, yeah, sure, go ahead. And then you go and you bring 4 witnesses. And let us say you are having sex with the woman, but she is wearing her dress, and she is, I don't want to speak dirty, but she is sitting in the top of the guy, which means there's no way to see his private part. And now you have to beg your wife, please, can you please lift up your skirt so we can see it getting in and out? Please? I beg you. Islam is very logical. Even Muhammad, he warned the Muslims before, if you are coming back from a traveling, go and send a messenger to your wife to warn her that you are coming. Warn her. You know what is that? Any Muhammadan? Nobody. All right, I think we have enough for today. I hope you guys enjoy. As you notice, my voice is getting ugly. You know, should I sing for you before I leave? You found your wife cheating on you. You need to find for witness to help you. And if you could not, you are a barbecue. And what you can do about it, shame on you. I turn my head up and down. I turn it around. And all what I can see, the women cheating on you, not me. I turn my head, asking Allah, can you send me for witnesses to prove to thee? And all what I can see is just me alone with thee. She cheat every day, she sleep around, and what I can do about it, it's not my round. Unbelievable. So beautiful, isn't? So beautiful. Actually, there's a hadith. Hold on, I just remember. When Muhammad he made the hadith about the Quran about 4 witnesses. Man, I don't remember the hadith. I remember the story, but I'm trying to remember because this is how I find the hadith fast. I need to remember the whole line. What the guy said. So anyway, the guy, he came home and he found his wife doing boom boom with someone else. And he was a very close person to Muhammad. And Muhammad, he came with this verses in the Quran that you need to have 4 witnesses. Hold on, let's see. Hadith. And actually, this story is enough to prove Muhammad to be false. Maybe this should be my coming video. Let us see. Yeah, I found the hadith. Hold on, but there's a rest of the story. Let us see this one. Guys, read with me. I'm not making things up. It's not me saying I should ask him to wait so I can bring 4 witnesses. You see, you were laughing, right? You were laughing that I said, please, like you go inside the house, you find your wife doing boom boom with a stranger, right? And then I said, please, you ask him, please, can you wait until this is what happened. The guy, he asked the messenger of Allah, saying, if I find my wife with a man, should I wait until I bring 4 witnesses? The translation is a lie. In Arabic it says, أَأُمْهِلُهُ حَتَّى آتِي بِأَرْبَعَةِ شُهُودٍ. Should I ask him to wait until I find 4 witnesses? This is the same hadith, different translation. Read with me. Abu Hurairah, he said, la, 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 la. What do you think if I find a man with my wife? Shall I grant him respite? read. This is not my translation. Shall I grant him a respite until I bring 4 witnesses? The Prophet said, yes. Yes, brother, yes. Yes, give him some time. Sure. Close the door, brother. When you are leaving, don't forget to turn the air condition on or the fan, brother. They are hot. And then go and find 4 witnesses. Don't scream and make a scandal and blah, 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 blah. No. Just let them continue. Yes, grant him some time, grant him, and go and find 4 witnesses, brother. Look, this is a different translation for the same hadith. Should I leave him there until I had brought for witnesses? This is hilarious, honestly. Should I give him some time? I'm going to die one day laughing here. Brother, you open the door, your wife, her legs is up, and the guy doing boom boom. Assalamu alaikum, brother. What are you doing, brother, here? Oh, as you see, I'm just doing things with your wife. Okay, brother, please don't go. Please, just stay here. I need to go and fight for witnesses, okay? Sure. Please don't be late because I have another woman waiting for me in the neighbors. I can't stay here for long. Okay? And now the Abdul, he go and he try to find 4 witnesses. Oh boy. Oh boy. What a stupid religion. I mean, you have to be a pervert to accept such a cult, man. Literally a pervert. Yeah. Anyway, guys, I have to go and find 4 witnesses. Sorry, I can't stay longer. I saw in the other day very shameful act in my yard. I saw a male cat chasing a female cat. And guess what? I could not prove fornication because I could not get 4 cats to witness the fornication act, brother. Because you have to bring witnesses from the same kind. You cannot bring 4 men. You have to bring 4 cats. You know? So what I did, I heard that there is a singer's band. It's called the 4 Cats. I called them, teredem, 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 because this is the only cats I know they speak my language. So I said, 4 cats? He said, hello, yes, 4 cats. Who is talking? Hello, do you have party? We are nightclub here. I said, okay, 4 cats. I have a male cat in action as we speak in my yard. He is having boom boom with a female cat, and she is unknown. To be honest with you, I tried to take fingerprint, any kind of identification, there's nothing. However, there's a pimple under her tail, and this is like maybe, I don't know, like it's a birth stamp or something. So if you have details, if you can send your team, please, here, because we need 4 cats to witness the fornication act so we can take them to Sharia law. And now you might think I'm joking. The Muhammadan, they claim that monkeys are Muslims and they follow Sharia. Once a female monkey, she cheated her beautiful chimpanzee husband. And imagine how evil this woman is. I mean, this monkey wife. She have a beautiful chimpanzee. His ass is red like orange. Orange. Yet, she leave her beautiful chimpanzee husband to a different monkey who is not from the chimpanzee. And he is not really even handsome. But just because he have a big banana. Don't take me wrong. I'm talking a normal banana, fruit banana. Okay. So, during the pre-Islamic period of ignorance, I saw a she monkey surrounded by numbers of monkeys. They were all stoning it because it had committed illegal sexual intercourse. And if you read the whole story, by the way, the story is even more hilarious. The female monkey, she was sleeping over the arm of her beautiful, handsome husband. The guy, he just ate like 100 coconut, you know? And then she saw the other male monkey. He's so good, man. She could not resist the temptation. So her husband is sleeping over her arm, so she would draw her arm slowly, slowly, slowly. And then she moved behind the tree and she did boom, boom with that monkey. However, when she came back, she made a mistake. Anyone knows what the mistake? Anyone knows what is the mistake? You remember, in English it's called mistake, not misgive. And here is the solution. Mistake, not misgive. So when she went there, she took what from the guy who she slept with? Sperm. That is the mistake. When she came back to her husband, Mr. Chimpanzee, he is sleeping, yes, but his nose is not, my friend. He started sniffing. And then he sniffed sperm. And his sperm sounds like zucchini, kusa, you know, not like his sperm. I mean, sperm, the husband's sperm is a coconut because he just ate coconut, you know, because the sperm smell change, depend what you are eating. If you eat garlic, it smell garlic. If you eat zucchini, it smell zucchini. Very simple method, brother. Isn't it the Muslim, they say you are what you eat. When you eat pork, you became a pork. So, brother, he started sniffing the female, the private part. And he went crazy and he started screaming takbir, takbir, but in the language of the monkeys, as you know. You understand the thing. So then, brother, you know, the monkeys came from every direction. They made Sharia law and they found her guilty and they start stoning her. Alhamdulillah. And now this monkey, she paid the crime for her crime. But hey, Muslims, how come this monkey, she was not required to have 4 witnesses for fornication? It's just a question. I mean, she is a Muslim, obviously. Why they don't have 4 fornication witnesses? And yet you stone her? Any Muhammadan? It's just a question. Think about it. I don't want to hurt your feeling because Muslims, they feel getting hurt when they think. I know it's against your nature. It hurt. Monkey committing fornication. A Muslim saying, and the Trinity in the Holy Bible makes sense. My friend, as long the Trinity does not make sense, so why your God Allah, each time he mentioned his name, he repeated 3 names? Why everything in Islam is a 3 days, 3 move, 3 bowing down? So Allah, when he speak, he say in the name of Allah, Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim. Why 3? If Allah is 1, and why the names of Allah is multiply of number 3, which is 99? And if it doesn't make sense for you, the Trinity, that means doesn't make sense for you whatever God he says, because does it make sense to you that God, he can resurrect people from death? Prove it. Does it make sense to you that the Prophet of Allah received a dish of shish kebab to his prophet and he got the power of 40 men? Go ahead, prove it. If you are talking about logic and making sense, I will go with you. Does it make sense that if you pray to God by touching a black stone, God erase your sin? Prove it. Does it make sense that the black stone is going to have tongue and mouth and ears and eyes and is going to witness for you in the day of judgment? Prove it. Does it make sense that you will have an endless penis when you go to heaven? Prove it. Does it make sense that the Prophet of Allah, he said, when you go to heaven, you are going to have sex with men and women, and you enter a bazaar full of images, and the image you like, you F it? What do you think? Here, you know, actually, I'm going to show you this message just to show you that Muslims, when they say they respect Jesus, they are liars. What is the message? Dark sky. Let me show you what this guy is saying. You know, the Muhammadan, they are so angry, so they try to insult. It's okay. Mr. Dark, look what you just said. Your Jesus was legit gay, legit wanted a license to get married to another man. Is there not one responsible man among you? Is that make sense, dude? Well, my friend, thank you for saying what you're saying. I challenge you to prove it. However, I can prove to you that your prophet was a legit gay. And I challenge you to say the same about Jesus. In fact, the Quran in chapter 19, verse number 19 says Jesus is holy. This is your Quran. So from my side, I have a proof that Jesus is a holy person and he is pure. Your Quran says that Muhammad is impure and he is sinner. So you are going against your book and you are accusing Jesus with something against your book. Good for you. You are a Muslim. You are insulting Allah. However, let us see what your prophet did, if he is a gay or not. You are the one who mentioned it. Don't cry. If a man, he is kissing a man and both are getting naked, what does that mean? You tell me. This is your prophet exchanging hugs and kisses, and both of them, they are topless, and the guy, he turned his back and he was rubbing his back naked on the chest of the prophet, and then he started kissing your prophet down his stomach, and he said, "Oh prophet, this is what I want, please don't stop, please." Do you see it? It's in front of you. Your prophet, even he took off his t-shirt so he can be naked, so the man, he can embrace him. The man, he said to him, "Oh prophet, this is not fair. This is not fair. I am not wearing a t-shirt, but you are wearing a t-shirt, prophet, but I am not." The prophet, he raised his shirt and the man embraced him and began to kiss his side. Then he said, "This is what I wanted, O Messenger of Allah." Are you there, Mr. Gay? And this is Sahih. Now go ahead and show me Jesus kissing men, kissing the belly of men. Go ahead. You are the one who mentioned it. This is your prophet's story. This is not my story. This is Sahih. And this is the reference. Here we go. Do you see it? So you try to insult Jesus. No problem. Doesn't make us angry. You know, you will pay the price. The Lord is watching. And your Quran says that Jesus is holy. And this is your prophet. Is that a behavior of a man who is a prophet of God? Not to forget that your prophet, he says, "I never received Quran except in the clothing of Aisha." Not to forget tons of stories. When your prophet, he promised you that when you go to the heaven, there's a market which is nothing, no buying nor selling, except pictures and images of women and men. And if a man, he imagine, sorry, he like an image of a man or a woman, he enter it and he have sex with it. What is the images? Images of men and women. And let us show you the reference. You see, the Muslims, when they try and they come here, always Muslim, you are allowed to insult as much as you want, but you will receive consequences with the proofs and reference. What you say about Jesus is invalid. You cannot prove anything of what you say, and this is even against your own belief. But because you are a hypocrite like your prophet, here we go. The Messenger of Allah, he said, in paradise there's a market which nothing brought or sold except images of men and women. So the images of what? Take a note. Images is images of men and women. Right? Images are images of men and women. Who is the customer? If a man like an image, he will enter into it, and then he do boom boom. So who is the homosexual according to Islam? Read it. All of you. In the heaven, there's images of men and women, and the customers are men. If a man, he didn't say if a man or a woman, she like an image, she interested, she have sex with it. No. If a man, he saw an image, in Arabic it says, اشتهى الرجل صورة. If he have a lust, a sexual desire for an image, he enter it. And then right away he is speaking about Hurul Ain. So who is the one who is promising homosexuality even in heaven? It's your religion. See, my friend, I feel sorry for you. You wanted to insult Jesus. We gave you a shower which you cannot handle. Let me summarize what I am saying to you. Santa Claus is real. Allah is not. Did you get it? Santa Claus is real. Allah and Muhammad is not. Prove me wrong. Muslims, because they are so angry, they try to insult. But your insult doesn't affect us because, you know, we are speaking about the Lord, and the Lord, he will send you to hell, not me. I will not even need to be angry. I just gave you a response what you don't want to say. All right? A response you deserve. So anyway, guys, feel free to download the video. I think we have enough for today. We have only one caller today, not too many. Usually I don't keep videos which is not, I might just keep his call from all the video, but feel free to download my video and load it wherever you want. As you know, all my videos is for free to be used and not to be abused. I want to say thank you all for being here. May the Lord bless you. And if you are going to load my videos, you can make this video short by cutting the part refuting Sabeel Ahmed about corrupting the Bible. You can make it 5 minutes if you want. That will make it easier for people to watch instead of watching long video. All right? So I want to say thank you. May the Lord bless you. And until I see you again, Christ is Lord. Muhammad is a fraud. And if your wife is cheating on you, you better have 4 friends 24 hours living in your house so you can prove it. Take care.